Hey!
Yeah.
We're back.
We back. 28. 28 times over.
28. Which one? We turned 28 today. So we're still youthful. We're still young. By the time we turn 100, we'll probably be old and saggy. But you know what it is.
we're gonna be grumpier than we already are about certain stuff.
Oh, bro! Imagine it won't be called. It'll be called a Grumpy Shoe Dog podcast. might as well be called a Grumpy Shoe Dog podcast, bro.
Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. How you been, though?
What's up?
How the week
I'm
been?
good. I'm good. I'm enjoying sneakers sitting. I'm enjoying some of the sneaker releases we're gonna get later on this year as well, like the Amamania 4s. They look pretty decent. I like that vibe, but I'm a bit confused why they've got a Purple Canyon 4 coming out and they've got Amamania Violet all coming out, which is very similar in terms of like the color blocking, and I think they're trying to take a bit of that kind of shine from that Travis Scott Friends and Family purple colorway, in my opinion. Like, and it's like, and you know what is gonna happen, bro? You know what's gonna happen? The Poor Man Canyon Cactus Jacks. You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be the case. Always gonna be the case. But there's not, like we always discuss, there's no poor man's anything here.
No. And especially with this guest we got on here today, definitely rich uncle vibes, rich cousin vibes coming off.
I'm getting this out early today. There'll be some knocking on the door today with this, bro.
Yo, so I'm very happy to have this guest that we got on today. He is one of the bros that we communicate with on a regular basis. He does a lot of lives, a lot of good content, real talk, real good reels on IG. And that's what I know him for. That's what I expect from him every time I see him. And that's what he gives us all the time, is none other than Mr. Polar Bear MDK in the building.
Yeah,
Gentlemen.
He's the bro. He's definitely the bro, and he's a very funny guy as well. So it's just going to be quite an enjoyable one. And the thing is, what I love about Polar, he can take banter as well. So it's quite good. You can actually dig into him, but he can take banter.
Timing. It's all timing, right? Don't believe that.
Hold on. We always do drips, and we always do like sneakers and stuff like that. So I'm enjoying what Q's got on today. That X-Man top, right? That traditional X-Man copy. Come on, bro. Get up and let's see that top.
Sick with it.
No, cause
the slight bit of marble right at the bottom. Love it.
Yeah, man.
But so I'm also enjoying what Mr. Punisher's got on there. Look, Mr. Punisher, get up and show me your drip.
Hold on. No, not Punisher.
Not Punisher. It looks like Punisher.
Oh yeah, no,
shit.
It looked like the Punisher from Wales, bro.
Yeah, Halloween, baby. Halloween.
Nightmare from Halloween. Yo, bro, you enjoy my house at this moment in time because my girlfriend's got all the Halloween gear out, all the Halloween cushions and Halloween decoration. Bro, she's a massive Halloween. I'm gonna say freak, but she's a massive Halloween freak. Like the reason why I was late today was Halloween shopping because she loves a couple of things. Yo, bro,
wow.
I'm gonna do this after this podcast. And after the live on YouTube live that we got on what we're going to do today, in terms of what we're recording, I'm going to show you a picture of exactly what we got, and you'll be shocked, bro. I'm not even joking.
I love it.
And today, I'm coming on with one of the most comfortable slides you could ever get in this world is a Yeezy slides with, and you know what? If you haven't seen this, if you haven't read this manga or seen this anime, you need to go and get yourself some Death Note in your life.
Oh yeah. Bro,
it's been so long since I really paid attention to anime like that. Like I went through a phase years ago where I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho, and it was some more old, the arena fighting style animes, Inuyasha, of course Dragon Ball, all that. Dragon Ball really sparked it.
Hold on.
Of course.
What do you do? Like, how do you play? Do you watch it or do you read it first? That's the question.
I only watch. I never really got into manga.
Damn.
It's kind of from what I've seen, the real good ones that everybody says are the real good ones are kind of difficult to get, and they tend to be a little more expensive over here anyway. So I wasn't never into that. But when I was in the comics back in the day, I would pretty much grab whatever I liked on the cover. And end up learning about a character I never knew. You know what I mean?
I think I use online. I use an online portal to read all the manga that I want because I don't buy the books unless I really want to buy the book. So like Berserk is something I've been reading for quite a while. Dope, very explicit but very dope. I like the concept of it as well. But I've started to collect. I started to collect the books before the author died. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, he's the book prices are escalating into like the hundreds now because he's passed away, and I'm a bit like, yo, shit, I need to get these. I need to get the collection. But yeah, I like reading mangas. Very mind engaging, very mind engaging. If you want to read like a complex murder mystery kind of book, like it kind of gets you into the role. Like I read Bleach up to the new saga where the hunt, like I'm not going to spoil it, but like basically the very, very latest one. I think we've gone through all the hollows and all of that, and like Captain Aizen and all that stuff. I was reading that massively, bro, and I'm glad it's making a reappearance.
I got two for y'all. Two movies. Well, one of them is a series. The other one is a movie. Have either y'all ever heard of Ninja Scroll?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of Ninja Scrolls.
Yeah. Ninja Scroll is the shit. The first Ninja Scroll, not Ninja Resurrection. The first Ninja Scroll, bro. I saw that in like 95, 96, something like that. Bro, that's an unparalleled anime movie, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I ain't seen nothing that's overall better than Ninja Scroll.
Mine was Fist of the North Star. Mine was Fist of the North Star for my first true anime movie to watch, and that joint, that was rowdy.
Fist of the North Star, it's in its own situation, bro. Like that movie, you know that movie, TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fist. They ended up having a video game, and I think they tried to do like a show, but I don't think it. I saw something else. I know there was a bunch of fan fiction.
Yeah,
but I think I heard
it never really ended from there.
Yeah, I think I heard at some point they were trying to do a movie, but maybe it didn't work because you can't do it with that cartoon. There ain't no movie gonna do that cartoon.
They did. So they did a live action movie, but the thing is, because you don't know about it, is exactly the reason why you don't know about it. That's all I'll say. Okay. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
it didn't.
I kind of enjoy Studio Ghibli as well. Like they do a lot of really classic kind of anime movies as well. So like that for me, it's more of a throwback. I like the animation type. I like the way they do the animation as well. And that.
Look, this ain't an anime show, but we on a tangent. Do you think certain companies produce a better product? Because sometimes I tend to see a lot of the same names in anime, and those tend to be the ones that rise above.
I think that everybody has the capability to do something different, and that's the good part. So each company is going to do a different product. Like even with the new Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out, they've taken an entirely new, almost like a 3D on 2D platform style. So a lot of what you're going to be seeing is from a 3D focus, but it's going to be on a 2D plane. I'm not used to that, so it's something to kind of get into because the story is mainly focusing around Gohan. That's the main reason why I'm going to lean into actually watching the movie, though. I think every company is going to produce a little bit different, but like if you watch Naruto, you know for a fact that, and I haven't watched all of Naruto. I've seen a few episodes. I'm not a huge fan, but my son has gotten into it now, so I think I have to get into it.
Bro. Oh, I'm gonna say, like, if you want the epitome of a anime and manga, Like if I would read Naruto before, and then I would go through and look through the blogs that tell you the episodes to watch.
What filler episodes to skip?
Yeah. Because basically it gets really like, this is one thing we hated was with the whole Naruto series, was basically the fillers. The fillers was taking up too much time, and you can tell when like Dragon Ball, but it was more excessive, where you knew that the anime basically got to a point where they were waiting for the manga to catch up, and on manga to actually proceed to kind of start doing it. So you noticed that, because it was linked in timing. But the problem was, the thing is, what with Naruto, I'm gonna say the way it was done and the way it was written, it was like, this is quite unique to a lot of mangas out there, right? Is they will they'll build up the characters, and then they'll have the end goal, and then they'll have the scripture to write to the end goal, and and it's like, how it's going to start, how it's going to proceed, but the end goal is the end goal, and whatever happens in between, the end goal is always the end goal. That's always what's going to happen. And that's one thing when you watch Naruto and any other anime, is particularly very meticulous ones that actually know what they want to do with the manga, and this is why I enjoy it so much, is basically when you read it and when you watch it, and you go, oh damn, by the time I got here, now I understood why all of this happened. And then when you go and rewatch it, you look at it from a different perspective, because you know what the end goal was, and all of a sudden your story-based understanding went from 50% to 100% really quickly, because you're like, oh damn, this and this happened because of this and this and this, and then like, it's so deep rooted, like the root was set 100 years ago, and this is why we got to this point here. And it supersedes Naruto as well. So like, yo, damn,
Marvel,
without giving it, bro. Marvel learned from animes and manga. You got to remember, the anime mangas have been around way before these studios.
Facts.
Like the Matrix was built off a manga, bro. The Matrix was built off a manga. Yeah, so like what I'm trying to what we're trying to say. I'm not. This is not like an anime show, but what I'm trying to say is, like, this is why I enjoy touching different cultures and different kind of materials, because it gives you a better understanding of people's thoughts. And when you read mangas, you realize how deep it can get, and you realize by the time you finished it and it's all done and dusted, you realize, oh damn, they actually knew what they were going to do at the end.
There was a plan all along.
It was planned all along. It wasn't freestyling. It's not like you start writing a book and you're like, what? How am I going to start? How am I going to do the middle? How am I going to do the end? No, I know what's going to happen in the middle. Planned. I know what's going to happen in the end. Let's build that.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing about anime. Just like I said, I hadn't read no manga, but watching animes is so many twists and turns, and everything always seems to make some type of sense, even if it's the most spaced out premise that you ever heard of, they make it make sense for that premise. You know what I'm saying? You gotta suspend disbelief so much and just go with whatever is going on as if it's reality, because that's where the writer is. You know what I mean? This is what's real at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
the best ones, they're so immersive to where you see why people go crazy about the shit.
Yeah, and
it's better than most media if you like cartoons.
And the thing is, with Naruto, like, basically you are going to be shocked as hell. Like, you will be like, oh damn. I'm not even joking. This is why it's one of the best mangas out there, apart from Dragon Ball, and I regard that highly. Dragon Ball started it all. Like, from when I talk to people, and when we talk about mangas, and I'm an enthusiast. I love anything manga and what you call it, and animes. But when you talk about stuff like Dragon Ball said it all. every premises on Dragon Ball is seen on every other manga that we see going forward. And it set everything for us. And like when you talk about Naruto was I think it started in the 80s, bro, and it's just done.
Ow.
Right. Like I'll look this up, but like Naruto was started in the 80s, bro. I think 85 or something like that. Let me just check this up. But it's been going on for ages, and now there's a spin-off series called Boruto, which is his son.
Yeah, his son.
And that goes even further back, bro, than Naruto, because it touches the essence of ninja, like where it all started. And bro, it's deep. Like I'm gonna say, it is worth watching, guys. It's worth watching. But we transcend to a different plane because we're all anime manga freaks. Go on, bro.
I got one more for you. Angel Cop. That was the second one. It's a series called Angel Cop. I'm trying to find a better picture of it, but
I've seen that before. Not the show, but I've seen still frames of it.
Bro, Angel Cop.
Yo, that big hair in the 80s and everything. Good God.
Yeah, Angel Cop. It's real. It's Akira-esque.
I apologize. I apologize. It started in the 90s, like no 80s. Sorry. So the 80s was Dragon Ball, 90s was Naruto, so 1997. But if you guys like a funny anime, and if you like a funny what do you call it? A funny watch Trigun.
Trigun, bro, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy, but it's also
Cowboy
Trigun's
dope.
They got a live action show too. It's fire.
But by the way, it got cancelled.
Damn,
Netflix cancelled. Yeah, that Netflix cancelled out.
That one season, Cowboy Bebop live action show is dope, bro.
And by the way, Trigun's been remade to be a bit more true to the manga. Yeah, that's one thing. Why I read manga first. I watched. No, I read Full Metal Alchemist. That is dope, bro.
I gotta
get it out.
But I'm just saying. You know, it's very relevant to this time. It's very relevant to this time and what the government's doing and shit like that and stuff like that. You kind of get an understanding, but it's a bit more intense than that. It's a bit more like supernaturally intense than that. So like with Full Metal Alchemist, you have to read the manga first, because basically it gives you an insight into what's going to happen. And there's two animes to that. There's Full Metal Alchemist, just a normal one, which does not go with the manga at all. But there's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which goes into the manga. Yeah, go watch the Brotherhood one. My girlfriend watched the first one because she grew up with it. And when I read the manga before I watched it, she was like, I was saying stuff to her, and she was like, "That didn't happen though." And I was like, no, but I read the manga, and I showed it to the manga, and she was like, my whole world was a lie. I said, yeah, bro. I was like, yo, I'm just saying, the manga's telling me one thing, you're telling me another thing. So she watched the Brotherhood, and bro, it's intense. Like when I'm saying it's so dope. It goes into the conflicts. It goes into government conflicts. It goes into the whole sins and stuff like that, bro. It's so dope. Yeah. So dope.
It's
dope.
religious, political, and action all at the same time.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh shit, this is what our government doing to us now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you pulled up, if you pull up any movie right now with about a dystopian government, I'm pretty sure we're kind of leaning on it. Like we're kind of living in a George Orwellian type existence right now, and it's getting more and more scary.
Lord of the Flies.
I'm just saying,
bro. 100, bro. Like, he should have kept writing, because he probably would have predicted our future at this moment in time. There's so much disrupt. There's so much disrupt within every single government.
What is it? What was the name of that joint called? 1984. 1984, like especially when it broadcast the fact of like how people will be watched and tracked by their government with cameras and everything else. Like, come on, man. I mean, listen, I don't want your podcast to turn into that.
No.
It can turn into anything you want, bro. It can turn into anything you want.
We just had a 15-minute anime manga conversation. We can talk. We can do whatever the hell.
What people forget about us? What people forget about us? We're sneakerheads. We're sneakerheads, but we're everything else. That's what people forget about us. We're like sneakerheads, anime, fitness freaks, workaholics, bro. Everything and above. Because we just do it. We do it. We like, we don't sit here and not contemplate. We do it, and that's the difference.
You ain't got no choice. Like literally, if you're sitting around and you're thinking about it, then that's the first step to actually going towards doing something. Like we went shopping yesterday. And one of the stores we went into, they had what's the name of that damn thing? It's called the Tonal Fitness. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like a wall mounted situation. It's like a glass circumstance, and it shows you the workouts, but everything adapts to, I guess, whatever weight output you had. So the missus was like, she said, well, why don't you try it out? We'll have something to converse about later. I was like, all right, cool. So I dropped it and it puts me in a neutral deadlift position. I was like, all right, let me check it out. I deadlifted. I was like, all right, it doesn't feel like anything. But as each one of my outputs, I'm just kind of starting off slow, just going through it. Each one of my outputs raises the weight. By the time I got up to the 16th rep, I think it was sitting at around 380. And I was like, I could actually feel 380 pounds of actual pressure for a deadlift each time. And I was just like, And so I sat up and I think I got the 16 reps and I stopped. And I looked over at her. She was like, didn't do anything for you. And I'm out of breath legitimately. I'm like, hold on. And she was like, are you out of breath? I was like, give me a second. This would be interesting to do in the house, especially if you don't have a standard, setup for your regular typical weights and everything. Now, granted, like you said, fitness freaks, I like to hear the clang of the weight. Like I like to see how many 45 plates I have on my bar. I like to know it. I know plate math better than I know regular math, realistically enough. That's just in my mind. But that thing right there, I was like, this ain't for no bitch. This is not for no bitch. And it can be moved around in so many different ways. So this can turn into a bench press. This can turn into a squat. They have different bars that adapt to it. And still it can turn into your bicep curls, triceps, whatever you need from that focus. So I'm just sitting there kind of like, I may look into getting it for the house, because also it's compact space. As long as you have like anywhere between like let's say 3 by 4 foot space on your wall, they can kind of be accounted for, unaccounted for. Slap that thing on there, plug it in, and go for it. Yeah, so it was interesting to say the least.
Yeah. So we do this, like as I say, we do this like on religiously. We do this because basically otherwise we won't be doing what we're doing. So at the end of the day, that's the way life is. And I encourage everybody to keep pushing. One of my motives is to keep pushing boundaries, keep pushing barriers, and then keep doing awesome things, because at the end of the day, everybody deserves to do awesome things. Everybody, and I applaud people to keep doing awesome things, and keep kind of pushing the narrative of what you want to do, and happiness is easily obtainable if you try to achieve it. It doesn't need to be money. It doesn't need to be anything. But you kind of need to find out what makes you happy, as in terms of your life, and go towards it.
Yeah, man. Everybody deserves that.
Everybody deserves to be happy.
It's so much. I feel like some people feel like they the only one to do it. It's just people have different ways of dealing with it. I think fortunately enough, I'll speak for myself. I got different ways of dealing with situations to where it's not, it don't break me down. But some people struggle with that, and I just pray for everybody to be able to find their ways around. You know what I mean? For the people that do struggle with that, I know it's difficult. I know people that struggle. Excuse me, mentally. So it's not.
I've been people who struggled.
So Pola, going back onto sneakers again. So you've been picking up quite a lot of pairs recently, and you were mentioning recently you're gonna retire from the game. So what are your what is your thought processes behind that? Because you're talking about retiring from sneakers. What's put you into that mood?
I honestly, so for me, it's the hunt, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. When I really started heavy on my sneaker journey, like in the last 2 to 3 years, excuse me, I was able to reach a financial point where I was like, okay, cool. I could actually start buying some of my dream sneakers. So what I did was I wrote down my dragon list. That's what I call it. I wrote down my dragon list.
Yeah.
These were specifically Grail sneakers for me that if I knew for a fact if I had these in my collection, that meant I was doing something right in life. Personally, when I started really just checking off those boxes, it became one of those things where it's like if you've hunted, and I don't mean I'm not advocating for killing animals because Lord knows I don't, but it's like if you've hunted all the rarest game in the world, it's just like what else really is there? So the way I went about it was no, go for it.
You know, I was reflecting to what Mr. Miller said to us a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, it is the hunt, but it's also living through the history of being there for like good 10 to 15 to 20 years and realizing that you've like it's easy like from his perspective, it was easy for people to go out and get a sneaker and literally say, okay, cool, I've got it now. And I think I do feel you're affected by that at this moment in time, because like it's great to see you're financially in a point where you can do that, and it's amazing because I always praise you for that, bro. Like keep doing your thing, keep pushing through. But the down the negative behind that is because you can get it so easy, not easily, but you still got to go for the hunt. But you could just say, all right, cool, I want to source this, go and get it, and then you have it. And and the thing is, that's having that kind of deteriorating effect on you, because you're like, I can get what I want now, and I've got what I want, but now it's like I might as well just step away because I've just got what I wanted and I've just ticked off that bucket list. But like, if you like for any I'm talking about any average person that's getting into sneakers, and they'll be like, all right, cool, I can't do what Polar does. Right, because it's like no, because it's a polarization, and we're gonna call this opposite. We're gonna call this episode Polarization, because it is a polarization. Because like for me, it's like if anybody new's coming into this and then like, okay, cool, I want to get everything really quickly. And it's in the space of like 2-3 years once they've got everything quickly, they're like, do I really appreciate? No, I'm not saying you don't, but do I really appreciate what I've got? Because basically, it's like I've got this really quickly, and I know what money's like. Money I can do bang 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 bang, but then do you really appreciate it? That's the whole perspective. Like, and I'm not saying you don't, but what I'm trying to say is,
I got you. Yeah.
But I'm saying is what you're feeling now is I've got it. Like now, what's more? What's more? You see what I'm saying?
Like
that's what I'm getting at.
It's like a sense of desensitization, because
it's this fact.
Yeah, there are sneakers sitting in my closet right now in my collection that, honestly speaking, I still don't believe are here, and I think that's why I love remaining a student of the game. No matter what the circumstances are, anything I step into, I like to say I'm a student of it. Like, I don't get this, I'm a lover of it, but I'm a student of it, because I'm always learning something new. I'm always understanding something new. Yeah. I'm always trying to figure out what's the different aspect of this specific thing that I want to know about it. So being a student always keeps me humble enough to know that I have more to learn.
And the thing that I'm going to say is basically, I don't think it's for us to knock that. I really do enjoy you getting the sneakers you do, because basically it gives me aspirations to do the same in the future. But like basically it also kind of, we celebrate that success with you as well, bro. Because from my perspective, you are a close brother, and From that perspective,
Same.
I'm always gonna say, yo, keep rocking, bro, keep doing it. There's never gonna be any negativity. You might even cop like a £500,000 sneaker one day, and I'll be like, yo, keep getting it, bro. And for me, it's always gonna be the same energy, because basically, I do not knock somebody else's successes, because you've worked hard to get there. But we're always gonna address the downsides as well. Is like, if it is too quickly, too soon, and you haven't got the not maturity, but you haven't got that experience in the game to be there like Mr. Miller has, because like he's been there, he's seen it, he's done it. You're almost like, okay, cool, I can't enjoy the years. I can't enjoy the pickups. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like,
I don't necessarily think that's the case, because well, it depends on the person, and if that person really has the passion for it, they'll learn. They'll quickly learn. That someone else's way of doing it shouldn't necessarily be your way of doing it. Because
of course.
You can find yourself in some very, very bad situations by trying to follow what somebody else is doing, and you don't live that person's life. You know what I'm saying? And we can't jump the gun. We see a lot, because when you enter this culture and you're concerned about learning, you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see. In our case, we tend to see everything.
I'm just trying to address Polar's dysphoria for saying I'm now ready to quit. And the thing is, after 2 to 3 years of being in the game, I would have thought Polar would have been like, yo, I'm just getting started.
Well, so here's the thing. I've been doing this, realistically speaking, since like I got sneakers in my closet, and I'm talking about since date of 05. So I've been in it for a while. I've had the blessing of being able to be stable place for the last maybe 5 years to be able to kind of really amass my collection from a large standpoint. But like I got maybe 1, 2, 3, roughly 3 sneakers that are older than both of my children combined, and they're 13 and 8. 13 and 9, excuse me. So so from that perspective, like I've seen it, I've seen a lot come, I've seen a lot go. I've been blessed to be in a position where a lot has came and stayed. So now it's just like, all right, cool. On my Dragon list, I wanted all 3 of the off-white ones. The moment I touched the Euros, it was like, all right, cool. Then I got the UNCs. Then the Chicagos were kind of that was a fight. That was a hunt. So for me, it was a pressing matter. So it was just like every other thing, they kind of stepped in front of it.
Yeah, shoe dog mentality. Shoe dog.
It's a completionist mindset. So like, because before those, it was life depending. I mean, life threatening almost. It was a necessity that I had the bread ones. It's without a question. If anybody knows me, if you love me, if you know me, if you're close to me, you know for a fact that is a shoe I will be buried in. Like I took my wedding anniversary photos in that shoe. That is the shoe that will touch the grave with me. My bread one. Not only when I got that one, I had to double up. So I was like, all right, you got one that you can keep in rotation, and you got one you keep off to the side just for stares and gigs.
Okay, we naturally walked into this. You just walked into a brick wall here.
Love it.
Right, loose shoes or dump. Loose shoes or dump. This is what we normally do. We ask the guest a question. Loose shoes or dump, and I've got one basic question always that we ask the guest. It is loose. You lose is you lose it totally from your rotation, but it goes to everybody else. Choose is you choose it and basically everybody gets it. And dump is you dump it out of history and it never comes into your light. So basically, lose, choose, dump. So lose, you lose for yourself. Choose, everybody gets it. Dump, you dump it out of history. So I'm gonna give you 3 choices, bro. I'm gonna give you OGs. So that means OG sneakers.
Of course.
GR non-OG GRs, right? Or And remember, we're talking about Tokyo 23s. We're talking about Lightning 4s, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And now, and we're talking about collaboration
Talking about
hype.
shadow
We're talking about
backboards, all that.
we're talking about shadow backboards. All of that, bro. All of that. Remember that thought. Remember that thought. So we talk about we're talking about bread. We talk about breads. We're talking about we talk about OGs. We talk about breads. We talk about bread 4s, Black Cement 3s. We talk about all of the heat, right? And then we talk about non OGs. We're talking about the Lightning 4s, the shadow backball 1s, all of that stuff, bro. And now, the hype stuff. We're talking about collaboration hype stuff. We're talking about all the Chicago off-white ones that you talked about. You're talking about all the UNC off-white ones we talked about.
Yeah.
So you got loose shoes are done, bro. Go for it.
No. I got a caveat. Because
bro.
I got a caveat now. Remember, SB Dunks are in that GR category as well.
Yes, bro. Make your choice, bro.
Oh, this is easy. So loose shoes or dump. Immediately, choice without a second thought, and I mean without a second thought. OGs for all. OGs for all.
Oh yes, bro.
Without a question.
So you're choosing OGs, yeah?
Of course. OGs for everyone.
Okay, you're bro. You are the best. You are the best, bro.
You passed TJ test.
No, that was like I was listening to the question. I was like, get to the end.
To get to the end.
Get to the end. Like just get to the end. Like I know where I'm at. Get to the end. Like, come on, get to the end. Like, go ahead. What are you doing? Like this is OG. Like there's nothing that stacks up to a bread 4 or bread 1, or Chicago 2 or cement 3 or cement 4. Like a fire riff. There's some things that just do not. A Concord 11, a bread 11. Jesus Christ, did he just fall?
No, I'm good. I think he fell.
Come on, man. Come on. And like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Look, I just yesterday.
I was so on the fence about them, and just the fact that they removed the elephant print made me stay away. And it looks good. The shoe looks incredible.
Did they remove it
out in the back? Okay, so it's just in a different perspective.
Did they really remove it?
It's just the way I'm used to seeing it.
Check this out, though. Yeah, and we in the middle of loose shoes or dump now. Yeah, I gotta do this. Tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Hard. Okay, it looks to be tumbled leather. The toe box looks comfortable, which is a rarity. The eyelets, different color on that spacing.
So I'm thinking it's very wrong here.
Oh no.
To me, it looks like the toe box to the actual tongue tag is one of them's a bit more elaborate.
A little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more plush than the other.
Bro, not plush, it's bigger. One's bigger.
Look at the perforations in the tongue.
Oh shit! One is staggered, and one is the one you're holding in this hand. So I guess it would be my right, your left. The perforations are going at a diagonal point. The other ones are going straight across.
Look at that shit, bro. That shit is horrible.
I'm gonna need I want Nike's entire factory in court. Whoever's letting this level of quality, because these are the subtle cues that, as no pun intended, these are the subtle things that sneakerheads pay attention to.
Bro, this shit is perfect. Look at this shit is
straight across, like laser lined.
And like who didn't see that?
That shit got a Forrest Whitaker eye. Like it's real lazy.
Bro. And so they want me.
Straight across.
Straight. I ain't even have to look at none of my other threes, bro. because I'm not used to seeing the cricket. So immediately it came to my attention. You know what I'm saying? They expect me to walk around knowing this. It ain't like somebody gonna see it from an eye view, right? Anybody paying attention to that? But I know.
So what's your general opinion on them on the desert elephant freeze? Because I've got a pair coming myself. Okay, cool.
These are hard, bro. These are. I mean, look at that. I'm barely touching that, bro.
That's plush.
Yeah. I'm waiting for those. I'm waiting for those stealth 12s as well because I ordered those stealth 12s. I'm gonna see what they could look like. And that looks plush, bro. I was actually 50-50. I was actually 50-50 on them.
No, these will go. But this pair, bro. And I did the review. I ain't want to do it on foot because I ain't want to put my foot in.
There you go.
I might be at the store tomorrow.
No, so loose shoes are dump. So you chosen OGs because basically the reason what I was going to say is that originally reason why I enjoy people saying OGs, right? And I can understand why Mr. Miller didn't say OG a couple of weeks back because basically he's had the OGs. He wants the new rotations of what's coming out in terms of just non-GRs to see what they look like. But because he's had all the OGs, he's got an OG room like full of OGs. So I can understand that. But if you're new and you're coming through, it's good to see that you respect the OGs because that's where it all started. That's where everything kicks off. Without the OGs, we'll have nothing else.
You wouldn't have any of it. You wouldn't have any of it.
Exactly. And that's paying tribute to. So you chose OGs. What about what are you losing? What are you losing and giving to everybody else?
What are you dumping?
What are you dumping? Out of history, bro.
Because we know what you're losing once we know what you dump anyway.
So dumping means it never came into existence.
Yep.
We're talking collabs and we're talking GR retros.
Honestly speaking, I dumped the GRs.
What?
Yeah, because
so
shadow backboards, lightning balls.
You're dumping UNC Chicago ones.
Yeah.
Obsidian ones.
Yeah. I have a reason. I have a reason for that. And I'm dumping them all. And the thing is, the reason behind me at least choosing to keep the collabs is because I look at the work that's been done. And you've had individuals who stepped into the game, who've done things that, realistically speaking, with shoes we've never even dreamed of. We've lost one of the greats to the game, R.I.P. to man Virgil. And the things he did with sneakers, whether you liked it or not, you can't lie. As a black man, as a man of color, changed the entire spectrum of what we saw for not just for sneakers, but for fashion in general. He gave you something that you didn't think was possible, especially from when you look at let's keep it simple. Let's look at a pair of off-white Air Forces. I'm not a huge Air Force fan. Personally, I'm just not. But for those who are, let's look at the off-white Air Forces. The MoMAs. The MoMAs. Mm-hmm. He gave you a black shoe. Deconstructed it just a bit. Gave you that soft foam tongue. Gave you incredible leather across the side of it. Gave you the Beaverton, Oregon writing on the side. Gave you that entire layout. And then the orange tab at the top and then the air on the back. Simple, elegant, sweet, but very much so different to the point where that shoe was going for what. And I'm not looking from a price perspective, but I'm saying that shoe was going for what.
That's one of the greatest sneakers of all time, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna
that moment Air Force, the white laces. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, so basically, you let's get this right. Let's put this in perspective. You're choosing OGs all the way, which is great.
Of course,
that means everybody gets them. And you're losing collaborations, but you're giving everybody else collaborations because it's appreciation of them, and you're dumping GRs, not GRs. I mean non-OGs out of existence. I respect that. I respect that from you, bro. Respect that. I thought would have been. I would have thought it would have switched around between the collaborations and the OGs as well. So, but yeah, I respect that. But now
I can't lose this.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Respectfully said, you watched artists come into the game who did things like this because this falls under collaboration, does it not?
Yeah.
For me to take this away,
I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to say one thing, right? What I respect to Virgil for what he's done, and I'm not really an off-white guy. I respect everything he's done for the game. I respect his sneakers, but I'm not. I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather pick up the OGs than the off-white stuff. But for me, like what Kanye has done with wherever he's gone with Nike, with Adidas, with Gap, with all the collaborations with Balenciaga, what he's got. I mean, Easy Supply. Bro, that man is a living genius. In my perspective, for me, like we talk about this. I'm gonna touch two subjects here. We talk about these foam wars and the fact that we've seen all these foam wars, and we're seeing these slides, and we're seeing these like runners coming out and stuff like that. And for me, it's like, okay, cool, that's fine. But how are you gonna beat the quality of a Yeezy slide? How are you gonna beat that, bro? Like, I don't understand how you're gonna make whatever you come out with more comfortable than a Yeezy slide. Like, I don't know.
OG status. This is what Ye sketched up on a plane just because he ran into the CEO of Nike. So when I think about collaborations, like, you can talk about Travis's and this, that, and the third, which are great shoes. I'm not taking anything away from, but like, I miss the old Kanye. When I say that phrase, this is what I'm talking about. The slides are comfortable, but this is history in my hands.
Yeah, cool, of course. And this is
just me.
This is why I say it's an absolute genius. Like, if you think about it this way, he got in 2015. He left Nike, started his brand with Adidas, and then basically created something out of nothing in terms of 350s, in terms of 750s, in terms of or 950s. Bro, like, he created something out of nothing, and he's created an empire with it. And the fact he's done that, and we do laugh at him because he says some crazy stuff. He does some crazy things, but from a business perspective, you can't get better than that, bro. You can't get better than that from a business perspective.
You really can't, bro. Like,
he was your first billionaire, your first black billionaire within outside of your normal standard of focus too of business.
And we're not, bro, we're not actually ever riding anybody's coattails when they say stuff like that, because we marvel at excellence, and that's what we're supposed to be doing as a human race. We're supposed to marvel at excellence. It doesn't matter if you don't like Nike, it doesn't matter if you don't like Adidas, it doesn't matter if you don't like New Balance. We marvel at the excellence of other people, because when they put stuff together, you just gotta sit back and reflect on it. Like the new Joe Freshgoods, like Q seen them, and I've been so tempted to get them, bro. Like,
bro, they're so dope in here, dog. Like, hey,
I need them.
And they look a little bulky. I can't remember which model it is, because Joe Freshgoods is pretty much touching everything that New Balance.
Oh yeah, without a second thought. Like we give it
9640. It's a 9640.
990. Okay.
No, it's not a 990. It's not a 990. Pull it up, TJ.
I'm gonna pull it up. Don't worry.
We're giving New Balance 6 Man of the Year, right? Like, honestly speaking, like I gave them that trophy last year. At this point, they're starting 5. I mean, like, top 3 maybe.
Shit. They've been
New Balance is working.
They've been top 3 for me for the past couple of years.
It's a 9060. Sorry, I got that totally wrong. But so basically, I'm not so versed into New Balance models, but like, bro, when they come out with stuff like this, like,
bro, that shit is hard, bro. And look, it looked
fucking gorgeous.
It looked a little bulky to me, but in person, that thing's sleek, bro.
Yeah.
Even the back looks a bit more better now. The more I look at it, I like that traction on the bottom as well. But that's bro. That's
getting used to.
Yeah, it's dope. Like, I think I'll probably end up picking. This might be my first New Balance pickup, if I'm honest.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
And we're also knowing the fact that it's a comfortable shoe too. Like, it's a comfortable. Yeah. He blended that comfort amidst the style and fashion of having something so extravagant but still very elegant. Like that shoe dope
And
as shit, man.
You know when it's dope. I asked my girlfriend a question because she's not into sneakers as much as I am, but I'll show her a picture and she'll be like, "Oh, that's dope. You should get that." And she's kind of really she's almost like my personal stylist. So basically, she's not into New Balance. She doesn't get New Balance. She doesn't really understand why they put an N next to the medial panel and the lateral panel because she's like, "No, I don't like it." But when she looked at those 1960s Joe Freshgoods, she was like, "They're dope. They're dope."
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm surprised you never went in for them. And I said, "Yo, I'm surprised myself." But yeah, they are dope sneaker. On my little subject that I was gonna touch back onto the loose shoes and dump. So we were just talking about you dumped. I respect your choice, but you dumped non-GRs, non-OG GRs out of the thing.
Yeah.
So now my what if scenario is like,
oh shit, here we go
again.
My what if scenario is, see we get OGs every 5 to 7 years, right? That's the rotation for OGs in terms of like Bread Ones, Chicago's, all of that stuff. We get that every 5 to 7 years. If the big question and the big what if is, if we didn't get OG GRs, would we ever get collaborations? Like, let's rewind time and go back into like 1985, and then past Michael Jordan's career, and then the re-retro of some of his OGs. But if we didn't get the placeholders in between for second tier silhouettes that basically are regarded as grails as we speak, like Citruses, Lightning Force, all of the stuff, if we didn't get those and we didn't, and they continually didn't build up the hype for those retro, not second grade, alternative OGs, let's just say that. Will we ever see this collaboration? Will the hype ever be still alive to this day? Because I feel like GRs get a bad rep anyway. Because basically they started. We've seen a lot of them start to sit, but they still have a massive relevance to the culture that we've been brought up in. Because without OGs, there's nothing in between. If you think about it. Without OGs, we would still be waiting for every OG to come out. So the hype will be there for just OGs, but we'll never have the collection we've got now. But will there ever be a chance for getting collaborations?
Imagine a world where we only got those OG retros every so often. There were no other retros in between, just OGs.
Exactly. Exactly my point. And bro, I'm not disrespecting.
Of course.
At all. I'm just opening up the discussion because this is quite interesting. Because like for me, every sneaker is essential because like past the OGs. If we didn't get the sneaker ranges, if we didn't get like re-retros of different colorways of this same color blocking, will we ever be amped for like a collaboration? Let's just say collaboration started massively in the last 3 to 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. Massively. I'm talking like they got tired, they needed something new, they got new designers on board, they revamped the whole line. But will that ever be an issue? Will that ever be a discussion or even a branch on an olive leaf that we will be doing these collaborations without the GRs, because it will just be a Nike like, yo, you guys enjoy these OGs. Let me release these OGs every 5 years. Oh, in actual fact, we need to keep building our base. We need to keep building the hype for these. Let me release these OGs every year. And then all of a sudden, like every alternative year, and all of a sudden, it will just be like a Air Force One, all black Air Force One, or all white Air Force One. See what I'm saying? So now you're like, there'll be no hype on these OGs at all.
So let me offer you this premise. 3 men on here, right? I can assume that nobody on here is vegetarian or vegan. Is that a fair assumption?
No.
Okay.
You're right.
So I'm gonna ask this question: does every man on this panel enjoy a really good steak?
Yep.
Good steak. Okay. So let's do this. Let's say you have a good steak. I'm talking about tender. You can literally slice this with your fucking fork if you had to.
Yeah.
A steak so good there's like, all right, bet. You look forward to it. You have that steak, let's say twice a year. Just because you have meals in between that does not remove the fact that that steak that you know is coming doesn't remove that taste from your mouth of how good that steak is going to be when you get it.
Yeah.
So for me personally, yes, I don't disagree. The GRs are a necessity. Yes, they do keep the hype coming. They do keep it coming. But at the same time, I also feel like there's a lot of fluff in between that. Whereas if you removed it, I'd still be looking forward towards this.
I agree, but like when we talk about GRs, when we talk about non-OG sneakers, when you talk about shatter backboards, that's set the standard for leather. That's set the standard for quality. And when you talk, there's bigger relevances in terms of GRs, and this is why I say what I said, and I took a different perspective to it, and this is why I believe like picking up a GR is still as good as some OG sneakers, and sometimes it's even better than sometimes even better than collaborations, because basically I like, for me, there's some really special. It's almost like they design a GR sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wish they designed it when Michael Jordan was playing, because he would have worn it. That's how it feels to me with some of these really, really good GR sneakers. Well, like, not even GR. Let's not even call them GR. Let's call them really good non-OG sneakers. Because like Lightning, imagine if Michael Jordan played in the Lightning 4 or Tokyo 23 or your bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, if the rules that they have today applied back then, and they were doing these colorways, all these crazy colorways that we've been getting since he played, I think he would have played in a lot of them.
Oh,
I definitely can see it.
This is the biggest one. The rage. Imagine if he played with a Raging Bull 5.
With the red jersey, the red away jersey.
I can see that. I can see that. I could definitely see that.
Black pinstripe.
But I think for me personally, the quickest thing that's dope. The quickest thing in my mind, even now as I close my eyes, I only see Mike in the band once. I see Mike in the Chicagos. Honestly speaking, if you fast forward some years into the future, I see Mike standing there in a Wizards jersey in the 17s. So for me, in my mind, I'm not sitting here saying I wouldn't be bothered if I lost the GRs. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, this wasn't an easy decision. But
no. I'm not knocking the decision, bro.
I know. Your rationale determines the ease of answering the question when it comes to loose shoes or dunk, because you have to make it make sense for you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And that's why we ask people this question, because we want to know the reasoning behind why it's not about what you choose. Of course, we're gonna be shocked, because you like to think you know. You like to think you know sometimes, and not that I assumed what you was gonna choose.
Of course.
But the fact that you did choose OGs was a great feeling, because we also choose OGs, and most people do.
Love, man.
But I think really differently to a lot of people, bro. You noticed that with me, because I respect your choice, 100% respect your choice, because basically, and the thing is, I don't like it when everybody's the same as well, because it just means that life is boring. But yeah, I respect your choice, but I just wanted to open up that discussion because it intrigues me. I wanted to throw that grenade and walk away to just
see what happens.
See what happens. See what I'm saying? And bro, this is why I like people that like-minded, that actually are open to taking information in and having that discussion rather than arguing. Because like there's a lot of sneakerheads out there that will say, I'm picking this, I don't care what you think, if things are dead, this is dead. Nah.
No.
Do you not understand the relevance? Do you not understand why certain things are supposed to be the way they're supposed to be? If they weren't supposed to be the way they're supposed to be, then we won't be in the timeline that we're in at the moment. So that's what you got to remember. Everything precedes what you've actually seen now. So everything actually works to, like, you can't, like, it's like make it, like you said, bro. I'm going to go back to your fine steak description, because if you don't put the oil in the pan or the butter in the pan, you don't put the garlic on or the salt and pepper on the steak, it's not going to be the same. You're not going to get to where you want to get to. So that's the whole thing. Put the ingredients together and get the perfection that you want. And it might not be perfect. And I'm not saying sneakers.
It takes time.
I'm not saying sneakers at this moment are perfect. It takes time. And the thing is, the amount of disrespect I'm seeing with all the sneakers that are coming out with the Midnight Navy 6s, with all the Air Trainer 1s that are coming out, or the Air Trainers in general, with just generally stuff that's coming out, and people like, yo, OGs are dead, blah this, blah that. Like, no, not OGs, I mean, non-OG GRs are dead. Like, yo, bro, do your thing. Just do your thing. But remember to pay tribute to where everything was before. See what I'm saying? Everything has a place. But on that note,
with this conversation, I think we should check out this new thing I came up with. Well, actually, TJ came up with, and I illustrated.
But by the way, before where do you sit in that tier, bro?
the Shoot Down podcast hyposcalometer listo tiers.
Listo tiers, hyposcalometer.
So
I came up with a concept, but Q came up with that name. That's dope.
So look, we all know. I think this list is pretty agreeable on a general, since we just got through breaking down the difference with the Lil Choose a Dump question. Because a lot of people don't look at a shattered backboard or Tokyo and put it in the category it belongs in. It kind of really belongs in tier 3.
Yeah. So yeah. I came up. Me and Q were talking the other day, and I literally looked at it. Okay, cool. This is a hypermeter for a scale, but because I wanted to kind of reflect on what's actually happening right this moment in time. So and this is not for the old generation. This is a massive caveat. This is for anybody new that's getting into the sneaker game, or anybody's they've been there for the last maybe 3 to 4 years, right? So at this moment in time, everybody values a super limited sneaker over a collaboration, over like in terms of super limited, we're talking about, it could be collaboration. Super limited, we're talking about Travis Scott reverse mochas, we're talking about Travis Scott fragments, we're talking about all of that. Super limited, everybody wants to go for that, and that's the tier 0. That's the epitome at the moment. Not probably not for most of us, because I don't really care about that stuff. I will pick up, like I said, pick up what I want, and I'm not really feeling that whole Travis Scott one wave at all, right? So I will go for E. I will pick up sneakers for E if he wants them, but that's what I regard as tier 0. Tier 1, everybody wants that collaboration. It might not be the super limited, super hype. It might just be that collaboration. The Air Max 1, the Air Max 1 Travis Scott collaboration, or the new, maybe not the new unions, but we're talking about all the Jordan 2 collaborations that are coming out.
Oh my year,
that comes on the collaboration. They're not super limited. Yeah, exactly. They're not super limited, but but it's still hard to get. That's the tier 1s. The tier 2s are the OGs. So everybody's now not really thinking about OGs as they are to like. They're like, all right, okay, cool. Like I've actually heard people say this. I would rather get the Travis Scott 1 reverse mochas over the Chicagos. I've heard somebody.
Then they need to be harmed. They need to be taken outside and just laid down.
And this is why I've given it tier 2, because I feel I sit in tier 2, because basically I would go tier 2 downwards from my perspective, because I would pick my first priority for every release is an OG. And that's OGs that I want to pick up, so that's my priority all the time. Then tier 3 is the non-OG retros that we're talking about, Lightning 4s, we're talking about all the other non-OG retros we're talking about, and then everything else comes after that. So that's the tier list. So where do you sit there, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably in
0.
No, I'm not in 0, because here's the thing. Yeah, I hate y'all. Okay. Visual aid, really quickly. Visual aid.
See. You gotta. He about to pull out some more 10-0 shit. What?
All right. Real quick visual aid.
Let me take the scale down. We gotta see this shit.
So, real quick visual aid. If anybody knows me, they know I love Blazers. I love Blazers.
Yeah.
This is my Air Force. Comfortable shoe, easy to wear. This is the popcorn Blazer.
Yes,
so, fresh since 77, the golden popcorn on the side, literally Nike on the back. And if you look inside, there literally is popcorn in the insole.
I'm with you on the Blazer now.
So, there you go. So, this technically will fall in everything else, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I got at least 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 regular just pairs of Blazers just laying around because they're a comfortable shoe. I honestly say yes. I will fall tier 4 to a degree, but then there's going to be.
Let's use this. Let's use this as a volume meter. Like everything at the peak is where you go to, and everything else you actually falls under. So like, let's keep it at that because basically, I'll say I'm a tier 2 because I want to pick up. My volume level goes up to OGs and then down.
See, but then when you pull out Serena Blazers, and just because the Blazer, no. Look, just because you're a Blazer guy, just because you're a Blazer guy, I expect you to have the off-white Serenas, right? Yeah. I expect you to have the other off-white Blazers.
The Hollywood Eve, they're behind me too. This was just easy to grab.
Because you're a Blazer guy.
Right.
But
Polar.
I feel like you was about to try to convince us that because you're a Blazer guy that you fall in tier 4. For that, sir,
I don't know. No. That's incredible. Just God.
You receive a yellow card.
Jesus Christ! I hate this house.
You know what? That was literally the significance of putting out the gun, aiming it, and then just cocking it to your feet and shooting yourself on the foot.
Here's the thing. My point is,
we've seen collection, Polar. We've seen it. Okay. Don't do this, bro.
It's nothing here. I think I fall in all of those tiers. I think so. That's why, honestly speaking, I was say 0 and down.
Yeah. You go, but it's a good thing because I actually enjoy the tier thing. It's quite funny.
But OGs overall, no matter what, because honestly speaking, and I say this with all love, you could burn down my collection if you threw a grenade right now in my sneaker room, and I only had one pair that I could grab within that 10 seconds. I'm going for my bread once without a second thought.
That is why we can do this to you.
Like without a second thought, I'm running to my bread ones. Without a second thought.
By the way, when we talked about OGs and what like basically the closest you're gonna get to an OG that you wish Michael Jordan actually wore, we just to say this a lot of people. This is the very conflicting sneaker, the cool grey 11s. This is some people regard this as an OG, some people regard this as not a non-OG because Michael Jordan didn't really wear it through his Chicago days. So basically, and then it didn't actually come out in terms of when the 11 line came out. So when we talk about that, and like when this is a very decisive sneaker in realistic terms, but also this is a prime example of you like almost like we wanted the Raging Bull 5s on Michael Jordan's feet, but we got the cool grey 11s. Like, see what I'm saying? That's the very derivative of. That's the very derivative.
But the thing about the cool grey is what, and I've answered this question for myself. I do put it in the OG category because he wore it.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
What's your thoughts about that, Polar? Do you regard the cool grey 11s as an OG sneaker because Michael Jordan wore it, or do you regard it as a non-OG because it never came out with the Jordan 11s?
So the cool grey 11s is a very, very it's a very sensitive shoe, and I think I'm.
Well,
go ahead and get prepared.
If feelings don't hurt, though, bro, it's just a sneaker.
No, of course, it's just a sneaker, but y'all gonna not like this. I'm not a fan of the Cool Gray 11s. I'm just not. I'm just personally not a fan. Now, as far as of course, I know somebody's gonna hit us and be like, "The fuck is wrong?" Like, but as far as an OG sneaker, I will give it OG status. Wolf Gray Fulls are without a question. Those are without a question. And somebody's sitting there going, "How can you like one without the other?" Give me 1 second. What's up, buddy?
I was digging my hand.
Yeah, so the whole Cool Gray line is dope to me, but personally, but the thing is, it's never about basically saying, oh yeah, you hate this sneaker, we're not gonna like you for it. But it's never that question. If you don't like a Cool Gray 11, you don't like a Cool Gray 11. If you don't like a Jordan 11s or 12s or 13s, that's your opinion. That's your taste. That everybody's not supposed to like what you're supposed to like. And at the end of the day, everybody's got their own flair. Like, bro, like I some of the sneakers that you have, I'm like, all right, cool. You got them. I love them. I love the fact that you got them, but it's not for me. So, and I'm gonna keep that same energy. But I'm never gonna knock you for it, like, bro. I'm never gonna knock you for spending that much money on a sneaker. Saying, "Oh, bro, why are you wasting your money?" Even though I feel I wouldn't do it. Even though prime example. Even though I'm gonna sit here and say you should never got those Travis Scott Air Max 1s before the release because you overspent. I'm not gonna. I respect that you did it, but but for me, I would have never done it. But the thing is, at that time, you never knew what was gonna happen, so you logically thought about it and spent. So you could never knock a person for doing that. But for me, like I always tell you, bro, don't pay the pre-sale. Never pay the pre-sale.
No, that's fine. And the thing is, for certain shoes, like I'm not a big fan on like the pre-release, especially like I'm not gonna wear them anyway. Like they'll probably sit. For me, that shoe sat in my mind of a shoe that wasn't coming out. Like I didn't see a release in sight for it.
Exactly that. Because
so I was just like, I better do it now.
Yeah, whatever happened with the Travis Scott tour, the cancellation of it, we never knew at that moment in time what was going to happen. They had a small release at the Travis Scott concert, and it basically basically it was done, and everybody thought that was it. Travis Scott's gone. I thought they was going to give him a hiatus. They gave him a 6-month hiatus, and he came back, and he's doing his thing, which is good because let him do his thing. Let the person do their thing and keep kind of living that line, keep living their collaborations. Just everybody to like let people do their thing. But at the end of the day, I didn't think it was going to come out. I actually thought that was it.
I didn't.
M-Max is done.
I thought they scrapped it. I genuinely thought they had scrapped the entire shoe or the thought process of it. But also at the same time, this is when we've had these conversations, previously before TJ, like right now, when you look at Nike in itself, they lost Virgil. That was one of their biggest draw-ins to Nike in itself, outside of the Jordan brand itself. So you look at the fact of collaborations, they kind of needed to keep Travis around. Because Union has been killing it. They've been holding up very, very well. I love the dunks. I love the twos. I think they gave a beautiful resurgence to the twos.
Yep.
But at the same time, I don't think that they were going to throw out the baby with the bathtub with that whole Travis situation because there was too much money to go down that drain.
But what they've actually done now, and if you look at them carefully, if you look at them like strategically, they're giving a bit more other people a push, and you've seen that because they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. Because unfortunately, Virgil passed away. He had a major influence on Nike, and now all they're left with was Travis Scott. And they need to. I think they're productively try. Like me and Q discussed this the other day. They're productively trying to recruit new influencers, the new Virgil, the new person that's going to bring that brand forward. But now we're seeing more. Guns, bro.
I feel like it's really seeming like James Whitner has kind of taken that Virgil spot. At the moment, as far as individuals, I know just like Virgil, had Off-White. James Whitner got I'm on my year, but he also has social status. If you pay attention,
social status,
If you pay attention, it's been social status Nikes, and it's been I'm on my year Jordan.
But also
Virgil left that void that I think quickly got filled by James Whitner. And as we can see, since Virgil passed, we've been seeing more Amamanya and Social Status collabs.
Yeah. But when's the last time we saw the Amamanya freeze? Did we get the ones in the same year?
No, we got the
ones with
we got the ones and twos. We got the ones and twos within 12 months, but not in the same.
Yeah, and then now we're getting the 4s and the 12s. So yeah, I do see what you're saying. I do what you're saying. Well, we'll get into that in a bit. Well, I do see what you're saying, but also what I'm actually looking at is look at the fact that they're giving DJ Khaled a 5. Look at the fact that Chanel Ebony's got a 2. The J Balvin's got a 2. Look at the fact that Union's doing numbers on Union's doing collab after collab after collab. And to be honest, I think the Union collab's going to start doing what Sakai's doing, because basically they're oversaturating the market. I'm not saying they're doing bad pairs. I'm just saying that they're doing too much too quickly now, and they're incredible.
They're flooding the market too fast. They're flooding the market too fast.
Yeah, and that's the consequences of what happens when you flood the market too fast. People just get too nonchalant with it and all right, cool. Well, we're gonna get another union. We're gonna get another union. And this is why I keep saying these collaborations are coming in too quickly, too fast. That they're downshadowing. They're overleaping some OGs, and they're overleaping non-GRs or non-OGs, because basically it's now collaboration. What's the next collaboration? And that's what's currently happening, and that's the trend. So collaborations are becoming way more important to the culture than non-OGs.
Yeah, I mean collabs have always been more important than GRs, non-OG retros. But it's we haven't seen these. I don't think we've ever seen this amount of collaboration so frequently,
and they're becoming so condensed that it's becoming like a regular sneaker now. It's not special anymore.
Because there are a lot more of them available, and having some collabs is better than having none. And so everybody's getting the opportunity to get their hands on collabs, and I think that's a good thing.
It's great. Definitely great.
Yeah. I mean, but there's some collabs, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna say this very clearly, I'm pretty sure we could have all lived without those Air Force mids.
Yeah, the off-white mid.
The off-white Air Forces, like I know personally, I could have definitely lived without those at all, without a second thought.
I'm gonna say
in existence. Shoe boy, chuck that in there.
I'm gonna say something really controversial at this moment in time. I don't think the Off-White brand will survive much more than 2 to 3 years after this.
You're not saying anything that most sneakerheads haven't already thought about.
Because basically, I wasn't feeling the Louis Vuitton Off-White Air Force Ones that came out that were priced at $2,000. I've had a lot of people send me a message saying they're absolute trash. Like the qualities on them is trash. They don't like them at all. They're not worth $2,000. They're just a very hyped sneaker. It's for resellers to get their money. I've had a lot of people say that to me. I can't vouch for that because I haven't seen them in hand. I can't say anything to that because I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. So in terms of that, like I respect what they look like. I do like what they look like, but a lot of people saying they're trash.
I don't, and I feel the exact same way about the Dior ones. Hate them, hate them.
Yeah, but but like from that perspective, I'm saying okay, cool. That happened. Then we got them off-white mid Air Force Ones. I kind of think I know what they did with that, and I've seen them in hand. I think they're dope, but not for me. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. They're dope for people that want to get them, but like he's like for me, everybody is expecting that Off-White bread for. Everybody is expecting like a lot more
canary yellow
old variation. Yeah. I was about to say the canary yellow ones.
Well, that's at least the canary is a real shoe.
Yeah, and
so is the bread. It's just in a museum.
Yes,
it didn't release though. It didn't release.
I know everybody's expecting
the canary didn't release either.
Yes, they did. They did a sneaker stash and they released on the website.
On the Canary Yellow ones?
Website. Yes. 2 release. They did a sneaker stash, and they released also on the Off-White website. I know because I tried on both times.
Enough said.
That is a real shoe. It is not a trophy room situation with that Canary Off-White one.
Huh.
And we have not seen the green one. See, you ain't retired yet, are you?
Yeah.
Pola's
mind's kicking now. It's literally like, well, yo, did those Canary ones come out? I need to get myself up here.
I didn't say anything. I just thought about.
And I can see under the table, Pola's like this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yo, give me those Canary ones. Yo, bro, I don't doubt if they're there. If they're there, you're gonna get them, bro. If they're there, you're gonna get them.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm just gonna do some research. Yes, sir.
We just established via the Shoot Down Podcast hyposcalometer list of tiers. You fall at tier 0 on the list of tiers. Okay? So
I haven't confirmed nor denied anything of the sorts.
You ain't got to.
All I heard was a good piece of information.
Listen, everybody goes.
Piece of information.
Everybody goes to Polar Bear MDK on Instagram.
He'll be.
Y'all make your own determination.
So, just to let you guys know, that Polar's going to hold a live next Wednesday at 7 p.m. to showcase his Canary Yellows. Tune in to find out.
Stay tuned for the unboxing.
Hey, this is a terrible work environment. Listen, all I did was just listen. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
And by the way, no shades thrown, because we're going to give you a round of applause for that.
Now listen. We got red cards, we got yellow cards, and we got the big book. We gave you a yellow card because you was about to try to make us believe that you fell under tier 4. That if any violations will be flagged. Okay, so
gotcha.
We ain't trying to say nothing. We ain't saying nothing bad. I'm just saying. I seen the eyebrow. I saw the eyebrow situation change. The whole facial environment just changed. You know what I'm saying? Like
this is why I can't play poker.
I don't know if other people can see it, bro. Because I saw there was like a golden aura, a canary aura, if you will, that came over you when you found out that shoe actually got released. So I'm just making observations, bro.
Yo, rewind, guys. If you're watching this, rewind it back to when the news broke, and you can literally see Polar's antennas go ping.
Yeah, all that, bro.
Did they come out?
This is why. She was like, you could never play poker. I was like, wow. She's like, you don't have a good poker face. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, you wear your emojis on your face. I stand statement. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just interested to find out. It's interesting to find out the history actually did take toll. That shoe release, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, look, allegedly, this for everybody that's watching and listening. Allegedly, Polar is definitely going to have a pair of canary yellow Off-White ones, so y'all stay tuned.
You know, Farragod Essentials. That's an essential for Polar.
Hey, listen. Listen, I'm glad to know that I can say, oh yeah, I know somebody with them. They ain't none. You know what I'm saying? that's my flex. Let me flex on you.
Let's listen, sir. I don't know what that shoe could possibly be going for. I don't know if anyone's actually interested in selling it.
Well, we can see. Shall we find out?
Keep talking. I'm doing it. Keep talking. I'm doing it.
We can help you out with that.
Listen.
We're gonna see a live cop by Polar.
We're here to help. We're here to help, bro.
Listen, all I'm saying is, of course not.
Look.
All I'm saying is, I think that there are a lot of great shoes out, and for me personally, I'm a completionist. So in my
Polo, what's your size? And by the way, shout out to Scott
11.
Simpson because he's you're my size. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Scott Simpson. He's the original what do you call it? Pat mentality,
Pac-Man.
which Pat-Man. There's nothing on StockX at the moment, bro.
Of course not. This is I'm gonna have to go do a favor for somebody that I don't want to talk about. Nothing sexual.
No. Look, whatever you got to do to do what you do, because you got your hands on some shit that people don't easily get their hands on. So I can only imagine some of the scenarios. But can you give us a scenario that you don't mind discuss? Something that even if it's something that you didn't say before, because I know you got stories. You got too many Yeezys and rare shit and dunks and off-whites and all this type of shit. Like you had to go through some struggle to get to some of that shit.
Let me give you my worst one. So here, visual aid. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. We appreciate the visual aids because whatever you pull out, me and TJ probably can't pull out.
All I'm gonna say is Pola's been a great guest at this moment in time. It's a good debate, bro. I was expecting a good debate, but it's become very in depth in terms of what we're discussing. So it's good to see.
No, it's just I know from seeing what he got that he a different type of sneakerhead, you know. So it's always good to have different personalities.
So we know this shoe, right? You hate it, you love it, you feel indifferent about it. We know this one.
Yeah.
This is where it did not start for me. It did not start for me here. It actually started for me here.
Okay.
Now, I wanted this shoe when I knew it was coming because everyone said they hated the color blocking. They hated everything about it. I was like, all right, that's great. I love it. It's a white and blue shoe. I love it. I love that it still has all the things that I like about the Travis and the Fragment. I genuinely enjoyed this shoe. The shoe was incredible.
I feel the same way. I think I like that one better than the low.
The low doesn't even sit in my existence. Like I'm just not a fan of the low. No shots at anybody who does. Just not my thing. I'm a fat guy. I got thick ankles. They don't look good in low top Jordan 1s. Just period. It just looks weird. So I was like, all right, cool. Do the highs, you'll be fine. So I remember when this shoe came out, this is when I was on grind mode. I was fully focused. And I remember saying, like, you'll get them, just take your time. You just got to take your time, be prepared. I started following this sneaker page, and I forget the name of it. It's a sneaker store in Pennsylvania. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I saw that they had a pair, and I was like, let me reach out to them and see if they do shipping. This is before I knew the pitfalls of scammers. Somebody created their page and I'm talking like 15,000 followers on the page. This is not a cap. Like a lot of people who I was close to were actually following the scammer page and not the actual sneaker page. So they hit me up. They was like, yo, you looking to get the shoe shipped or whatever? I was like, yeah, I am. And they was like, yo, how much you looking to do for it? I was like, well, what we talking here? He was like, I could do 27. I said, for real? He was like, yeah. It's like, bet, say less. I was like, how you prefer payment? He was like, we could do Zelle, and I get your info, get everything sent over. I was like, all right, bet.
Hold on, bro. Go no. Don't do Zelle. If you're out there, just use PayPal. Use PayPal or any legitimate ones that you can get your money back with, because that is not good.
So here's the thing. The interesting thing about it was Zelle. A lot of places don't even offer PayPal at this point. Like I completely agree with you, TJ. PayPal has been one of the most legitimate forms of payment that I prefer to use just from that perspective. Like Cash App isn't even on my radar. Cash App isn't on my radar unless it's in front of me. Unless we are doing, here, I have this for this. Here's your Cash App. I'm not even thinking about it. So Zelle for me was like, all right, it's a tier above Cash App.
Yeah.
But it's right below PayPal, because if you don't have it, it is what it is. So I was like, all right, cool. Sent him the bread. Waited. I'm on his ass. I'm texting, hey, what's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, I'll get it out as soon as possible. I'll get it out as soon as possible. I'll get it out as soon as possible. Hit him up again. Hey, man, they charge a little extra for shipping. Can you send yada, yada, yada? We still thinking everything cool? Yeah, it's a little bit extra for shipping. Overnight them. I'm $3,000 in the hole. I done called him from 4 different lines, and the number keeps changing. Nothing.
Now you know it's a situation.
I know it's a situation. I'm on his line. I was like, hey, bro, what's good? Because at this point, he stopped answering. So I called up to the actual shop that he said he was working within, because I'm like, yo, it's in Pennsylvania. For me, that's maybe a 2-hour drive. I'm going to take a drive if somebody's getting... I do not promote violence, but I was going to have a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
There was going to be a very in-depth conversation I was going to have with somebody.
Mhm.
I called up there. I was like, yo, I'm looking for ... They said they work here. He was like, nah, nobody works here by that name. And I said, excuse me? He was like, yeah. Do you follow ... page? And I was like, yeah, that's not... He was like, that's a scam, bro. And he's sitting there, what you get hit for? I was like, the Travis Fragment ones. He was just like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, that's not us. He's like, that is not us. He was like, yeah, I recommend you report that page. So I'm sitting there, I'm heartbroken. And not because of the money. The money, please don't take this, any person don't take this the wrong way when I say this. The money wasn't the problem. It was the problem of the feeling of feeling taken at that moment. Feeling like you just had something.
Taken advantage of.
Taking advantage of, especially, I'm a really trusting person. If you say you're going to do something, I take most people just on their word. I don't need a lot. Like, if you sit there and say, I'm going to do this, and I'll say, if we agree to that, all right, say less here. That just is what that is. And that's just out of my face value for understanding that if I give people a chance, they will show me who they are. And sometimes it's not good. Yeah. So I'm sitting there on my phone. I'm sitting there contemplating. And my wife, she's asking me, she's like, how are you feeling? I was like, I'm pissed. She's like, I know that. She's like, but how are you feeling? And she looks at me like, I'm not even gonna bullshit you. Like, one single tear falls from my eye. She was like, you feel hurt? I was like, I definitely do. And it wasn't about the shoe. It was just the fact that somebody was so comfortable with lying, in my mind, about a small amount of money. Like, it's $3,000. It's not even that big of a deal. So I was like, all right, well, time for me to get back to work. She was like, what are you going to do? I was like, let me figure it out. So I called my bank. I hit them. I explained the situation to them, because I had actually sent the dude the request to send the money back. Never did. I called my bank up, let them know the whole situation. And this was during the height of COVID. So this was 2021. This is when scamming was running rampant. Like, this shit was bad. So I called my bank up. I was like, listen, this is what's going on. I don't know if there's anything you can do for me, but ... They was like, oh, okay, well, there actually is. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, since COVID has really kicked in so heavy, scamming has been a major circumstance that's really taken a large toll. She's like, did you file a police report? I was like, yes, ma'am, I did. She was like, okay, do you have the ID? I was like, sure do. And I was like, I actually have a list of the phone calls that I actually received, as well as the text messages that, were responded to. She was like, okay, cool. She was like, what I'll do is I'll process you up to, our next level manager. And from there, we'll see what we can do. I was like, all right, that's all I can really ask for. Long story short, the manager understood what the situation was. They understood how everything went, and they actually gave me my money back. So that was dope. But the extra fun part was maybe 3 weeks later, I get a text message from a random number, and dude's just calling me a whole bunch of names. I'm like, who is this? He's like, yeah, such and such, such and such, such and such, like just blurting out all these names. I was like, oh, what's good, Mr. Miller? Like, what's good? Like, legitimately, we called him by his full government. I was like, what's going on, bro? And he was like, yeah, you got my Zelle account banned and blocked, and all the money there is stuck. I was like, I love karma. Everything in his Zelle account frozen, and they tagged the account. I was like, yeah, remember those fragments? And he was like, oh yeah, you the clown that sent over yada yada yada. I was like, well, don't worry, we got that back. And then sent him a picture because at that time I had actually bought the shoe from an incredible guy. Shout out to DW Thrift Kicks. Got the shoe, sent him over a picture. He's like, man, I don't care about that. I was like, good. Then you won't care about that money that's sitting in your Zelle account. Don't be so safe out here.
Yeah. Your karma is a great thing. By the way, just a little bit of a update on the Canary ones. I've just double checked on Stadium Goods. I've just double checked on Flight Club. I just double checked on StockX. While you were talking, is a great story, bro. Like 100% listening. But all I'm gonna say is, that guy. I'm glad I got his Zelle account cancelled. I'm glad you got your money back, and I'm glad you actually got your fragments. But it's not looking good out here for those Canary ones because they're all out of stock, bro.
I believe that. that. It's
there was only 2 releases. So
listen, some things just take a little time.
Yeah, you'll get them. But like, let's.
We don't know if I want them.
You will.
We know.
But on what we just talked about, I'm gonna give you 3 rules of getting your sneakers for resale. So rule number one, trust your reseller. If you don't trust your reseller, don't get it from your reseller. So if you don't trust where it's coming from and you don't trust the person that you're doing business with, don't get your sneaker. Go to someone that you do trust and make sure you pick it up from the person you do trust it from. Rule number 2, use a secured payment facility. PayPal, your credit cards, anything that you can get your money back on if you get scammed. And in the rarity you do get scammed, if you do know your reseller and it does scam you like the day of Kicks, then you can get your money back. Make sure you basically make sure you kind of pay with a secure account. Rule number 3, know how to do your legit check. Know your sneakers and make sure you know how to do your legit check. And if you don't know how to do your legit check, go to a company that can do your legit check independently before you buy the sneaker. Make sure you get the pictures you want, make sure you get all the specifications you want, and then send them and get it legit checked. If you still don't trust it, if you still don't actually trust where you get it from, and you don't have a secure payment facility, you don't know your sneaker, then you don't get the sneaker you want, because at the end of the day, you might be wearing some foo-foos on your feet.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you shop with Zeta Kicks, and you get what happens, bro. Like, and this guy, and is it his wife or his business manager, whoever the hell Karen is, was Zeta and Karen Kicks. They deserve everything they got.
These federal indictment.
Millions of dollars, bro. Millions.
No. Take the book out. And this is when I say, when you even if you can trust your reseller, something like this bullshit will always happen. So always make sure you have a reliable payment facility that you can actually use, because at the end of the day, guys, you don't want to get caught out in these streets, because there's a lot of people trying to scam you in these streets. So get your verse geared up. And those 3 rules apply for a lot of things that you guys want to do, because basically make sure you trust the person you're getting it from. It doesn't matter where you're getting it from. Make sure you know how to do your legit checks, and you actually do your legit checks before you buy them, and make sure you use a secure payment facility, because at the end of the day, you don't want to get run up. And especially if you don't have the money to facilitate the purchase, or you do have the money but you can't afford to lose it, because that's one pair of sneakers or one pair of sneakers a month that you get. You don't want to get caught out in these streets, guys, because it's a bit shady in these streets, guys. It's a bit shady in these streets.
Go ahead.
I was gonna give you a happier story. Because that's the worst one. That is the worst one. Let me give you a more happier story. Hold on.
Yeah, man, Zeta Kicks, bro. I mean, he sold supposedly over 60,000 pairs and only had over 6,000 pairs. Like that's some hella fucked up math, bro.
Yeah.
You confuse 6.
Yo. His wife basically turned around and said, "Just add a little 0 there. Don't worry, we'll be fine. You'll be fine. It doesn't matter. You get them. You get them.
Add another 0, bro.
Worst case,
yeah, we go to prison.
No, not that. Run it back. The worst case is we'll just get them from the UAs. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
I'd rather go to prison.
Hey.
Yo, I'm not joking. Some of these resellers be thinking like this, bro. All I'm saying is this is why. I'm not throwing any shade to any resellers, but there's really good resellers and there's really bad resellers. So 100%. This is what I'm saying is make sure you know your sneakers.
600,000 pairs, bro. He pre-sold 600. That's over half the stock. I mean, at least half the stock. At least. Like, come on, bro.
Was it 2 million pairs of cool grays?
So we're getting close to half the stock.
Yeah, it's 600. That's quarter stock. That's quarter stock.
Out of
60%.
Right?
No. That's 30%. That's 30%.
Yeah, 30%.
So we getting close to half the stock. We supposed to believe this one guy got access. And I know the people that was doing the pre-order couldn't see the numbers, but how fucking crazy do you have to be that you don't get away with that? I can see if he sold 10,000 and only had over 6,000. Maybe you can come up with other pairs. If you got 6,000 pairs, you can come up with 3,000 more.
I'm gonna say. Do you reckon he kind of ran 6,000, and he thought, you know what, I can push this, and then he reached out to the UA guys, and UA's like, we can't produce that many as fast as you can, bro, like literally, and then you're like, oh shit, bankruptcy. No, bro, if you put your balls on the line like that, you got plans. You got plans, bro. Like if you're like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not throwing shade onto any resellers out there.
No, please do.
I keep telling you. This is what I keep saying. Like if you're a sneakerhead, those 3 rules in resale apply massively. Know your sneaker, know your source, know your payment. Like those three rules definitely apply. So what I'm gonna say is, like, there'll be resellers out there that will do shady business. So they'll have 50% resell stock of legit pairs and 50% of non-legit pairs. So basically, they can pre-orders. If you're a pre-orderer, that's a massive risk, because you're basically putting your name against that resale value, and you're basically saying, that pre-order, I'm gonna get X amount of pairs for sure. How do you actually know you're going to secure that many amount of pairs unless you basically got to deal with somebody to say, yo, I'm going to give you this amount of pairs. Like, this is the time slot. So you like, how do you think Zadea Kicks is actually out there saying, yo, I can guarantee 600,000 pairs?
Bro, whole retail chains ain't getting 600,000 pairs.
Exactly. How is he guaranteeing? Yeah, but how is he guaranteeing? He's going to get 600,000 pairs? And he got caught short.
Hey,
obviously, he got short.
I mean, that entire situation was something of.
Bro, I can't even guarantee I can get you. Exactly. I can't even. No, bro, we got more than one, obviously. We got numbers. But I can't guarantee.
I got 6. So
yo, add another 5 zeros or 6 zeros, 5 zeros at the end of that. You're good, bro. You can be Zadea Kicks part 2.
No. Everybody that I bought a pair for, I knew, and 2 of those pairs of the 6 were for me. I got mine back there, and my wife got hers in the closet that we both need to un-BS, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
and that's all it is.
What's the happy story, bro?
Give us that.
The happiest story is
bad story
is
was
these.
Really bad.
Yeah, it's these.
Where are you? Oh, you're in black.
So this shoe has been worn, of course. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna say what it is. I remember walking into a local resale shop in my area, and they had this shoe sitting in there. And I remember walking in, and I looked at that shoe. I said, "Damn, I'm gonna buy that shoe." At that time, I didn't have the money. I was literally still just working towards it. He was like, you dead serious? I was like, I'm dead serious. I was like, you'll see me. I was like, give me roughly 2 months. I had a deal I was working on with my company, and things were coming up. Now, here's the thing. I grew up poor, and I'm talking about like poor. Like we had to save up to be broke. I'm talking poor. And
bro,
it just is what it is. Like, just we like.
I will. I'm going to say one thing. Like the story. I had an interview with Trainer Heads recently, and we talked about this, and we talked about the fact that a lot of sneakerheads out there, during the 80s and 90s, their families couldn't really afford. Families couldn't really afford sneakers. So you were given what you got, so you had to be satisfied with what you got. Bro, I know the expression. I know the feeling. I like my parents moved into the UK with nothing, bro. Like I'm talking, my dad only had £25 in his pocket, and we grew from that to where we are now, and it's just amazing to see. It's an amazing journey. But bro, when you talk about struggles, I fully understand and respect it.
Yeah.
Understand and respect it, bro. Go on.
Nah, it's just and it hits different. Like I'm talking about, like when we went to sleep. Like sometimes I had 2 younger siblings. Sometimes they ate. Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I did. Sometimes they didn't. Like literally, that's what it was. And I remember sitting there saying to myself, no matter what the circumstances was, I have 2 children now. I was like, they'll never experience anything I went through. They'll never see a tenth of the fight that I had to go through as a child. And I've been blessed to be able to do that. So I remember I was working on a deal came through, everything just hit, and it was just like, dang. I remember, hilarious. I remember walking back into that shoe store, and the dude looked at me. I was like, you know what I'm here for? He was like, you serious? I was like, go ahead and take him out the case. And he was like, you did? I was like, take him out the case, box him up nice for me. I bought those, and it was actually it was the weekend release of the Homage to Home ones. I bought both of those at the same time. I'm not gonna say what I spent, but I bought this one, and I bought the Homage to Home ones. I took the entire family out, let them kind of have like a free run through the mall. We went out to dinner, and roughly anywhere between $3 to $4 grand later, I'm sitting at the dinner table, and I just put my head into my napkin, because at that current time I realized, like, not only are all our bills paid, rent was square, I did everything I needed to do for my family. I'm sorry, like this journey, it really hits. My account was still sitting at close to 5 digits. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, how did a poor boy who grew up on welfare in DC come to a place where I am now? That let me know,
bro,
I was just unlocking something that I genuinely didn't have a clue about. So even now, in this same space, I still don't fully grasp it. I still don't fully grasp it. It just doesn't make sense. And that's what I say. It goes far past sneakers. It genuinely does.
Yeah, I'm much love and respect to you, bro, because basically, like, a lot of people, I'm gonna say a lot of people probably will look at you. That's okay, bro. That's okay. It just goes to show, like, you don't entirely know somebody until you know somebody, and that's what it's all about. And like for the fact that a lot of people will look at what you're doing. And bro, like, a lot of people probably call you a hype beast. A lot of people say to cut certain things about you, but no. And I know it doesn't affect you. And I can never sit here and say that to you. I can never sit here and call you that, because I know you personally. So this is why I keep telling people, you don't know somebody else's struggle until you know the person properly, or you've been through the same struggle. And this is why I can never sit here and say to somebody, like, say don't call them a hype beast or call them this or that, unless I truly know that they're that type of person. Yeah, and then you can see it. So the raw emotions you showed today, this is just a reflection of how far you've come, bro, and be proud of it. 100% be proud of what you've achieved.
There's a level of don't get it twisted. There's a level of pride, but there's also a level of, I still have so much to do that keeps me focused. Yeah, I have to stay hungry.
That's where it should be. That's your bro. This whole spectrum, this whole thing we're doing, is to show you how hungry we are. You know the way I grind. You know the way Q grinds, and you know the way you grind. bro.
Yeah.
Whenever I reach up and I say to you, bro, you're my inspiration, you turn around and say to me, I'm your inspiration. So
Yeah.
that just shows
I'm following
you how
y'all
much.
lead. I'm following y'all. I'm sitting on your platform. The things that you guys have built, the things that you guys have done, the things that you guys have been able to put together in such a beautiful way. You've made it your own. You stepped into a space where everybody said, "Hey, Pola, you should do this. You should do this." I was like, I couldn't see myself falling into a niche inside of a space that was so occupied. You guys stepped in here. You not only cleared out a space, you made your lane, you planted your feet and said, this is what we're doing. This is what makes us different. This is what you guys have not been doing. And honestly speaking, if we see it done anywhere else, we know for a fact you got it from here. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even dream of the concept to do that. So the respect that I have for you guys just for that.
No, but also we're very inclusive. We're very inclusive because basically
I know that
we are because we respect it. That we respect everybody that comes on here. We respect anybody that comes on our lives.
But that's why it makes it so genuine.
You ain't coming unless there's a certain level of respect already there. Like,
of course.
And don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not trying to pigeonhole this podcast or anybody that I would like to be attached to it in any way. And I do enjoy having guests, but at the same time, me and TJ have to be able to stand on our own when we do this.
Of course.
Until we get to a point where we both, and I feel like I speak for TJ when I say this, until we get to a point where we both feel comfortable enough to want to have those extended experiences with people that we don't have a rapport with already, some type of rapport or a certain level of respect. I'm not saying I don't want to talk to somebody because I don't know them, but the way we get down on here, bro, we not.
This is family. Period. This is family.
We joke with you. I'm not gonna feel as comfortable joking on somebody that I don't know, like I joke with you, or like I joke with E. Yeah. How Scott always trolling us. It's like we do these. We do these, and y'all laugh because y'all know it's true. Shout out to Scott. Y'all laugh because y'all know it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Scott, man.
We know Kit gonna come with some vibes that ain't none of us on. We know Cam gonna come up with something that ain't nobody never seen before. Man, we know Polar gonna his hands on shit that most of us just want to have. We ain't even took the step to go get it because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Me and TJ gonna buy shit like Zion 2s that ain't nobody giving a fuck about. Because
now, those I like them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, those Zion 2 low Jordans, the low Jordan 1s, them shits is tough. I like that concept. Like that color, it's 2 Jordan low 1s, and honestly speaking, I will break my oath.
We're talking about
the Chinese New Year's.
We're talking about the Jordan 2, Jordan Zion.
The actual Zion.
Just the Zions, the Voodoos.
Not the ones. You're talking about just the Zion. No, I like the low top ones he did. Those were fucking extravagant, and I also like the Chinese New Year's. Yeah, he did those in a low top one. They give me trainer vibes.
Yeah.
Give me trainer vibes.
Well, these do. Oh, we said that, bro. We did this.
That's what it is.
This gives it, basically what it is. But like, so from my perspective, like, this whole platform is a discussion. This whole platform is us talking about our experiences, our getting into our whole emphasis of why we became sneakerheads. If you can't have a discussion, if you want to shut the discussion down with quick quotes like, "Oh, this is dead, that's dead," or "This is you sometimes you just call out the bullshit.
Yeah,
sometimes you just call it out.
And I think that's the general thing about it, because you gotta understand a lot of these little sneakerheads. I'm not even gonna call them sneakers. No, I'll give them that. They can have a sneakerhead. The way I look at the the individuals who I hang around, when I look at the circle of people who I speak to and I deal with, you, TJE, Cam, Kick, and a lot of other individuals, we aren't sneakerheads anymore. We've transcended past that. We're sneaker archaeologists because we know the history. We respect the love that came behind us.
Don't be
these little sneakerheads are just
already,
babies.
Bro.
Hey man, listen, we gotta take a whole different stance on it because these little sneaker babies are gonna come up and sit here and tell you, like, oh yeah, I'll take a reverse low mocha over a Chicago 1. Go away from me, child. Get away from me. Like, I don't know who hurt you, but just get away from me.
I'll take the OG Chicago low over that Travis low.
Just saying. Like, just saying.
I mean, bro, it's like this. We always try to express diversity on here. Like, we love to see it. Ain't no two sneakerheads gonna be the same, bro. We all three of us like OGs, but then all three of us got shit that the others wouldn't buy. Not that we don't like it.
No,
but it's not for us. Like you said about certain other shoes, not everything is for everybody. Such as, and listen. This is gonna be an ongoing. This is gonna be an ongoing thing, right? I don't wear slides at all, bro. I do not own a pair of slides.
Slides will change your life.
Okay.
Yeezy slides will change your life.
I was gonna say, so you just don't wear slides, period, or just like
this is my slide right here. This is my slide right here. Hey. This is my slide, bro. Look at bro. You see the materials on that, bro?
Yeah. Come on, dog. Yeah. I ain't gonna even think. I'm pretty sure I got hit by one of those a couple times.
Yo.
The insole, bro. The insole on that, bro. Look at that, bro.
Listen.
Look at that, bro. Come on, man.
Yo, talk to Cam. Cam will tell you everything you need to know about Yeezy slide. But all I'm saying is, bro, like, yo, get yourself. I'm gonna send you a Yeezy slide one day, bro.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, wait,
you just bet that. Watch, don't worry. It's all me.
That shit on StockX.
Oh my God.
On me.
Oh
that shit going to StockX, bro.
Listen, we're a different breed, and that's a good thing.
Let me tell you a funny story, right? So, long story short, I got 3 slides. I got a Nike slide, I got the Adelaide 22 slide, and I've got the Yeezy slide, and I also got the TK Maxx Yeezy wannabe. Right, so basically, I showed my girlfriend months ago the TK Maxx Yeezy wannabe, and I did the comparison. She knows how hard that sneaker is. It's not EVA foam. It's not 95% EVA foam. It's just some wannabe sneaker slide that is basically hard. So she kind of she basically said she had the Nike slides on. I told her to step into the Adelaide 22. They're a bit more softer and comfortable. Then I showed her the Onyx Yeezy slide black versions, and basically I said, put your feet in that. And she goes, they're gonna be. I've seen these already. These are too hard. Why are you wasting your money on Yeezy slides? And I know Q, you're gonna say they're spot on, but it's not spot on, bro. Basically, he's troll. So basically, she basically, I put the slides down. I said, put your feet in that. And she was like, I've already seen these are too hard. You're wasting your money. Slides her feet into my size 12 Yeezy slides. Basically bounces on them, and she's like, why are they so spongy? They're so soft. She's like, this is not what you described on the tin. Like, how comes they're really soft? I said, you want a pair? She goes, yes, please.
Yeah. My wife did the same thing. So this is where I knew for a fact that I was creating a secondary secret. Go for it.
I forgot to say, she was wearing my slides on Saturday all day because they were so comfortable. I was like, yeah, I was about to put it on Instagram and say, make sure you keep these slides away from your missus. They might get jacked. Go on, bro. Sorry.
No, bro, listen. When you now here's the thing. When you look at your significant other, before they met you, were they a sneakerhead?
No.
Exactly. That tells you the influence already. Bruh, this is when I knew things were going left. I sat there and the missus saw when the off-white Sail 4s that came out. She was like, huh, I wanted those. I was like, oh, okay, well, I kind of brushed the thought off. I wasn't thinking about it. I said, yo, I'll wait for the bread 4s to come out. I want those. I want the off-white breads. A year later, never released. A year later, never released. So I was like, fuck it, just break and go and get the sales. The moment I grabbed the sales, like literally shoe in hand, I'm getting in the car, and a bell goes off. Ding. And it was like, you know you fucked up, right? And I was just like, that's hilarious. It's so big. And they look so big. Bruh, I hid that shoe for about 4 days because I knew for a fact if the wife saw it and I didn't get her pair without having it at least set up, I was going to get crucified.
Wait, you got yourself a pair and you didn't get hers.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro.
I finally brought the shoe in the house. Yeah, no. Facts. I can admit that. Completely wrong. I was L'd out. I was L'd out for that one.
You slept in the garden for that one, bro.
You hid yours. I hid
mine. Until I had a guy, I was like, yo, do you got the size, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yep, receipt, tags, DS. I was like, I need that pair. He was like, all right, bet. Literally, I brought the shoe in the house. She was like, I know. I was like, we're going to pick yours up tomorrow. She said, okay. I've never seen something start up and shut down so fast in my life. I was just like,
wait, she knew the box.
You know that old car. You basically put the key in the car and just the engine keeps whining. She was literally getting to go, bro. She was literally getting to go.
Oh yeah, and I kept it hid in the car where it was like, yo, at the time we only had one vehicle, so it wasn't even like, oh man, she may or may not. No, every day I'm sitting here like, Jesus, please, Jesus, please, Jesus, please, Jesus, please, please, just don't see it, bro. When I finally brought that shoe in, and she was like, I know, I was like, are we going to pick yours up tomorrow? And she just looked at me. She was like, okay. They'll pick hers up. I give her the shoe. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Closes the box top. Now they're sitting at the bottom of a pile under 90 other shoes. I got mine in a nice little display case. I done swapped out the laces. I done, gave it a whole different aesthetic. I was like, yeah, this jersey's it. I think they probably got tried on.
Bro, like how I'm just saying the Yeezy slides are now my indoor sneaker. They're my indoor slide. Literally, when I come home, I put them on. So comfortable. Walk around the house in them. They literally are my indoor footwear. I do not wear socks around anymore because obviously, like, they slip and slide. You've got wood flooring everywhere. So indoor slides, they're my Yeezy slides. Bang! I'll just wear them everywhere. They used the Nike. Yeah, the Nike slide. That's the most comfortable slide in the world at this moment in time. I'm not. To be honest, caveat. I'm not put any Crocs on. I've not put a foam runner on. But basically, from all the slides I've got, and I've gone through slides before, this is the most comfortable slide. Like the EVA foam is like memory foam. Literally, instead of sleeping, you're walking on memory foam. It's that comfortable.
Yeah, I can have all that
comfortable.
Here's the thing. I got the Crocs. I got Crocs, and I still throw my Crocs on and move through the streets without a second thought. Like, don't get it twisted. It's just what I did when I did put that slide on. I understood what everybody was talking about. I was just like it was so soft to the point where, like, I think I stepped in it and I was moving a little too fast. My foot gave it away where it almost popped my knee out of place. I was like, this isn't normal. Like, what the hell's happening? The foam is almost too comfortable. So it's like, I need just a little bit of stability. That shoe is unreasonably soft. It's like walking on a moon bounce. Best way to put it. It's like walking on a moon bounce.
So it's not good. What you're saying is not good. I agree. I really agree.
You're cute, still hating out here.
If you on your feet a lot, you need these.
So I'm gonna
tell you what I need. I need this. When this drop,
jet ski?
When this drop, we'll see what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna be splishing, splashing all over the place with them on too.
Well, at least they don't cost $495 like the Balenciaga slide.
Oh no! We finna get right into that. Trust me, we finna get right into that.
But by the way,
this is the Zoom. This is the Zoom slide. The Nike Zoom MMW5.
So we're talking about slides, and we're talking about the foam wars, which I think I kind of made that famous in terms of just saying the foam wars, because I'm calling it
That
foam
makes
wars
sense.
because of the EVA
That's
foam
what it
and
is.
stuff like that. So from my perspective, I don't know how anybody's gonna beat a Yeezy slide. Forget the shape, forget what it looks like, or a foam runner. Forget what it looks like. If you're looking for aesthetics, then it's a different matter. But I'm talking about comfortability. How are you beating this? How you physically going to beat the comfortability? Like, forget the name, the brand, anything else. Forget that. Forget that. How are you gonna beat something that's so comfortable? And it's maxed out to what it can be. Like EVA, how are you gonna beat 95% EVA foam with 5% algae? How you beating that, bro?
What if you don't care?
No. I'm just saying.
Just from comfort levels.
Just forget the brand name. Just forget everything you know about brand names. Wipe that out of your memory. How are you gonna beat something so perfect?
Honestly speaking, you don't. But you can also find your own niche. You can all because here's the thing: Crocs are still surviving well. Crocs are still doing their thing.
The reason why I think the most of the popularity came from Justin Bieber wearing Crocs, so that's a good thing. They're getting Celeb Embry's doing. Oh, is it Celeb Embry that did the Crocs? Yeah. He did the Crocs, did he? Yeah. So So they're getting more collaborations, and they're doing what they do.
Yeah, the cereal ones too. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch, was it Fruit Loops, the Pigeons,
the Turkey Fried Chicken,
Kentucky. Oh, jeez.
So they're doing
dinosaur.
Yeah.
So bro, they're doing their thing, and they've got accessories to go with it, and they've got the Wu-Tang. They've got the Wu-Tang collaborations. So they're doing their thing. But the thing is, you found their own niche market. But the thing is, everybody is like, secretly, let's just say, everybody knows that one of the most essential slides in the game is a Yeezy.
It's the Balenciaga slide.
Hey, bro. Hey, fam. Hey, bro.
This is now the number one slide in the world. Balenciaga slide.
Yo, I'm not gonna call them Balenciaga anymore, bro. You heard it in the sneaker news. They're Balenciaga. You must be Gaga to wear those prices. That's all I'm saying. These are not Balenciagas. They're Balenciaga. No, change your name Balenciaga because you're going Gaga with these fucking prices. The Balenciagas, bro.
It ain't but 500. That ain't nothing but 2 pair of J's.
Okay.
Well, that's 2.5 pair of J's, bro. Come on.
Hold on. Read the specifications. It's TPU. It's not even bloody EVA. It's just rubber, bro.
Yeah, it's rubber.
It's not more comfortable than a normal Nike slide, bro.
It's molded rubber. Yeah, that's what it is.
Ooh, have mercy.
No. But see, y'all think it's a joke.
It's thermal.
Y'all ain't playing with y'all, bro.
Hold on, time out.
It's thermoplastic polyurethane.
Balenciaga is not playing with you, bro. This is what you got to realize.
Listen, this is also coming from a company who's selling trash bags for $1,700. Are we really doing this right now?
You thought we weren't gonna talk about that?
Okay.
Is that what you thought? You thought we weren't gonna talk about that?
Okay.
You didn't know that was coming up next.
All I'm gonna say is somebody needs to grab that trash bag. And you know how back in the day people my girlfriend's got a very, very good saying. It's like you'd love me even if I was dressed in a trash bag. Yeah, this is a situation. Jump me get that trash bag and make it into a suit.
No.
Like Diddy in the late 90s.
Bro, these are grown ass people. Look.
They actually tried to make this look fashionable.
Bro, this is a grown ass man right here.
Bruh.
This is a grown ass man right here. This is what we know. This is what we doing for the winter time. I'm just letting you know.
No, I'm not doing none of that shit.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
Listen, I just got to a point where I can buy hard shell luggage. You will not take me back to trash bags. I'd be damn.
This is what we doing, bro. This is what we doing.
No, thank you.
Bro, come on, bro. Look at the drill, bro. Look at the drip.
bro.
No, I'm good.
I'm
He got long hair. You can do the ponytails like him too.
No,
pigtails
I'm
on
good.
the
Nah,
all
I'm
I'm gonna
good.
say,
I'm dead.
all I'm gonna say is what I said in the sneaker news. Buy a £10 product. Put your name against it. Become high end fashion. You can actually sell it for £1,000.
Jesus
Hey,
Bro,
Christ.
how am I wrong? How
Look
am
at
I
this
wrong?
top. They supposed to be outside in the snow, right? What? She just climbed out the dumpster.
Nah, I know the power's kicking in. Listen, I'm not paying. Like, bro, this is also from the same company who sold you a white shirt with a tie stapled on. Like, at this point, Balenciaga's trolling. Like, they gotta be, right?
Oh, it's not only Balenciaga, Mason Margiela. You could talk. We
can run down the list.
Through every single high end brand.
I think for a regular person, and I'm saying regular in the sense of we live a normal life where if you walked outside with a Balenciaga trash bag and you don't get made fun of, the people around you don't love you enough.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
Like, they let you buy that because they don't like you.
If you got a Balenciaga trash bag, I'm gonna grab that trash bag and throw it in the bin because that's where it belongs.
That's where it belongs. Yeah. Like that's exactly what whoever lets you buy that bag, whatever your close circle of family is, they didn't like you for real. Like they're waiting to watch you fail.
The same person that's gonna let you buy that trash bag is gonna let you buy this too.
Mr. Bailey, yeah?
Mr. Bailey, Adidas, collab, Mr. Bailey. I don't know if this is Mr. Bailey. I don't know who Mr. Bailey is, but somebody. It's a spacecraft. It's a miniature. It's a miniature drone, remote control drone spacecraft.
This is why Yeezy is angry. This is why Yeezy's angry.
Oh no!
This is why Ye is upset.
No, bro.
That shit was like a robot foot, dog.
No. Yo, Polar. We discuss. If you watch the Shoot Up podcast a couple of episodes before, Yeezy ain't mad. He's in on the secret, bro. He's in on the secret, especially when you're earning 50% of all sales.
Let's go, because either me or TJ is right about this, right? We talked about this at length, bro. Too long, even. So either Kanye is in on this shit, and he getting his coin off of it, right? Either Kanye is in on this shit, or Kanye is smart enough to realize I don't need to say anything else. Because if I don't like it, it's gonna bring more publicity to it.
No,
let it die.
But I would say just merely the fact that he's earning 15% until 2026 on every single Adidas sale, Yeezy and Adidas, and Yeezy is his company 100%. Right, that's just a marketing tactic to me, because basically, let's just put it this way: the tubular Adidas is a copy of the first Yeezy that he did. Right, the EQT, I think the EQT looks like the Wave Runner. He's not said anything to this day until the slides came out, and then the Foam Runner versions came out. Or he didn't even say anything when the Foam Runner versions came out. It's a bit like, why speak up now? Because you want to bring attention to the brand. My personal opinion is, that slide nobody would have looked at if it wasn't for the fact that Yeezy spoke out and it brought more attention to it. So for me, increase sales, increase money. Simple as. You're earning 15% of Adidas, bro. It's in your best. It's in your best interest to hype that sneaker.
But he getting 50% of that shit we just looked at, and he's getting 50% of this monstrosity.
I ain't seen this, bro. I ain't seen this.
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey. We have to blame Mr. Bailey.
Who did this?
Whoever Mr. Bailey is, Adidas is letting him do whatever the hell he feel like, bro.
All right, listen. I need names. I want addresses. I want phone numbers. I want geographical locations of the individuals who sat inside of the boardroom and said, "You know what? This is what we're going to do. This is where it's at."
You know what?
Bro.
Hold on. You know that. Go back on yourself, bro. The picture of the actual sticker. Doesn't that Adidas badge look like a Transformer?
I thought it was.
Badge?
Yeah,
I thought it was the whole time.
Yeah,
That shoe looks like a tire. That looks like the bottom. That looks like the bottom tread of a tank.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like you don't. It doesn't look like you walk forward. It looks like your foot just motorizes forward.
Like if you're not running, you're gonna fall while you're running.
Oh, bro!
Like you gotta put them on and immediately start running.
Hold that thought.
Where you run? I can't sit still. I can't sit still. I'll die.
Hold that thought. You need to patent that idea, bro. You just came out with a brilliant idea. Motorized sneakers where you don't even need to walk. You basically press a button and it's a tank.
TJ. Over 64% of the U.S. populace is obese. You really want to add to that?
I'm basically telling you about new innovations you just came up with.
Shoes that walk for you.
Because at some point you
want exclusive. Shoe Dog exclusive.
They're gonna get so fast to the point where the shoe doesn't move forward. Please, God, don't put my name on it. This is all you can have. You can have all of it.
No, bro. You got to get it, dog. They're limited, bro. They're tier 0.
That's good. Let them stay limited. It'll be one less pair.
Cool. You know what's really interesting at this moment in time.
Terrible.
Like there's a very interesting fad coming on. I know it's terrible, but there's a very interesting fad coming on at this moment in time. And shout out to Fila, you were ahead of the game with this. Massively ahead of the game with this. Remember the Fila Disrupts, the big soul Fila Disrupts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Now, how comes we're seeing a shot and it got disrespected because it was a Fila? But if Nike did it or Adidas did it, we wouldn't be talking the same way. But the Fila Disrupts, when they first came out, now we just seen an example of Mr. Bailey. How's that different to the Scorpion Air Max that we're getting? Because that's got a big ass midsole.
The Scorpion kind of got a hovercraft vibe to it.
I know. But what you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here?
Trash.
It's like when did this 2-inch sole become 4 or 5
inches? When short women decided they wanted to be taller.
And you know what? This is what I'm saying. Shout out to you, Fila, because you actually were ahead of the game on that one. 100%, bro.
That is highly upsetting because that's all you saw short, thin women standing on these things that look like ladders, and you were like, "What are you doing up here? Go back to where you belong." You were down there at the shelf. What are you doing? Get out of here!
And by the way,
dudes too. Now I live in Atlanta.
Yeezy slides do the same thing.
They need to be stopped. I want all that shit to stop.
It can't be stopped, bro. Fila Disrupts. What's the Converse?
Converse is big
Converse with the big stupid. Bro, I'm seeing grown. I'm sorry, not grown. I'm seeing of age males wear these shoes.
Yeah,
Disrupts and those. I'm talking about
the mischiefs, the wavy joints.
They press it up. They press it up. You can't tell them they ain't.
I'm telling you.
Just like the dude we saw on IG. I don't know if you saw it, Polar. Dude wearing I swear his sweater looked like
it was grass. It was a lawn. Yeah. Like he didn't wash it, he mowed it. Like he fertilized it.
And you see how his energy changed toward the end of the video. Like, bro, they care about my face. Oh, you realize I done helped you realize this shit stupid that you got on.
But you didn't realize it when you picked it up off the shit. Right.
700, bro.
700.
700.
I'm gonna say, yo, bro, if you did buy that, please reach out because I can make it cheaper for you. I'm gonna show you how I can make it cheaper for you. Because basically, I'm gonna show you what I would do with it. And here you go. This is what I would do with it. It's $4.99 per square inch, bro. I can do it cheaper.
Yeah,
I can definitely do it cheaper.
Better. It probably may be a little softer. Honestly speaking, give me the grass that they did on the PGA Tour once I hit that hole in one. That's fine too. I don't understand why he decided to wear a shirt that he needs to water every 45 minutes.
Bro, AstroTurf. I can make you a jacket.
Yeah, it's AstroTurf. Yeah.
Hey, bro. But this is what fashion is becoming.
Yo, bro. The thing is, high-end fashion is not for sneakerheads. It's high-end fashion is not for us. If you're looking for a regular sneaker for your love for sneakers, high-end fashion is not for you. Like high-end fashion is totally different, bro. Totally
I get that
perspective.
But
Yo,
even in that
gonna...
same sense, TJ, when I think high-end fashion, I think Vera Wang, I think Tom Ford suits, I think Dior, I think Chanel, I think those things. This is just an affront to whatever the fuck clothes are. Excuse the language, but like this is just disrespectful.
Yo,
that's what it is.
Put it this way. Yeah, let's put it this way. Everybody in Beverly Hills is gonna be looking like big bag men and women out there. Because you got a second job out here, bro.
People going crazy right now. It's a whole lot of thotties out there right now that's bouncing up and down on mommy and daddy parts trying to get that trash bag, bro. Right at this moment, I guarantee
you know what is really fun. You know what is really funny. I can tell you one thing.
Mommy and daddy parts, but I respect it.
Let's go deep into this. Do you think this is a conspiracy from Balenciaga, knowing that the fact that we're going into recession and everybody needs a second job and they need to be a bin bag in the future, like a big man in the future, a big woman in the future? They're getting people used to the fact that carry this trash bag around, because basically in the future you might need to be a bin bag, or bin man or bin woman, because you need to carry that trash bag to the bin.
Ain't nobody thinking about that bag, even taking their own trash out, for real.
I hope not. That's what I'm saying. Whoever's carrying that bag is not carrying their own trash to the bin. I don't care.
That's the mentality that come with that.
Because honestly speaking, I swear to God, Floyd Mayweather done bought 7 of these. I just feel it.
But bro,
you know, it'd be really hilarious if you accidentally got your Balenciagas mixed up with a normal trash bag.
Hey fam, I was thinking this whole time, like you literally run, hey, that's not trash. Like, yes it is, it's in the bag. You're just like, you know what?
Yo, Lil Baby and James Harden are filling those bags up with money as we speak, bro. I'm telling you, Lil Baby and James Harden are currently, if they ain't got their bags already, they waiting on them, because they both love Balenciaga and these weird clothes and shit. And look, as much as I love Lil Baby music, bro, sometimes he dressed street. Weird. Listen, I seen Lil Baby in the Lucky Green 13s, and I said, okay, I respect this guy because he talking all this money shit in his music. Obviously, he make a lot of money, a lot of jewelry and Balenci and Dior and all this shit. But when I saw him wear the Lucky Green Jordan 13, that gained so much respect from me to him, as if he needs it from me. But you get what I'm saying from a sneakerhead perspective, to see him wear that, and then the next post he got on a whole Dior outfit, is like, okay, at least he full circle with it. You know what I mean? This
is also the same man who wore the Cement 4s in the DJ Khaled video. So exactly. I follow exactly what you're saying. What I see is there's two sides to every coin. So I'll give him the factor of like, okay, he has to fit in a world with, you know, fashion and all this other high-end trash, but also at the same time, you can see that underneath the surface, there's where the true shit lies. And I got more respect for that than anything.
Them 13 sat, and he probably don't know this, but them 13 sat in the middle of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying a lot for that shoe. Like when nothing was going for less than 300 resale, that shoe actually sat on the shelf at retail for a couple of weeks, at least. Let's
If you're handing out food, you throw some our way, bro.
Let's just say if you're handing out food, you can hand some this way.
It was selfish.
That's really good.
How do I get it into the camera?
How do I get it into the camera?
Hold on. There we go. Take a bite. Let the olives off.
Yo.
Like olives.
I'll be in a second. I'm about to get ready soon.
Do you have anything else for Mr. Bear, TJ? As he over here eating his rich ass sandwich. That sounds very rich, by the way. That's a rich ass sandwich, though. That's a rich ass sandwich.
How's
it rich?
That's a rich ass sandwich.
Yo. You know what it reminds me of? You know the Romans back in the day got fed grapes. Like, you know, look at that. You get fed sandwiches.
Yeah.
Look, we have to go make our own sandwiches and use our own hands to eat it. Polar's like,
man. I'm finna go eat leftover wings and shit.
This is what happens when you buy off-white fours.
On that note, guys, make sure you drip your a significant other up, because basically it means they will treat you right.
Oh yeah,
yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Oh, so Lord. Is it that time, bro? Is it that time?
Oh shit!
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers! Order!
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts! Order in the court! Order!
When the back door opens.
Guilty!
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
Opinion.
We're back. Another episode of the sneaker court of public opinion.
I kind of gather you don't know this segment, bro, because I don't think you've watched this far in the podcast to know this is the sneaker court of public opinion, bro.
we got Judge Public Opinion over here, and I am the executioner.
Jesus, Lord, be offense.
So the first section of sneaker court. No, it's not going to end well for whoever guilty, because the guilty parties will have the lit roller. We go.
Every week is different. Every week is different.
We're gonna cleanse. We're gonna cleanse the lint off of the sneaker game today. All right. We're gonna leave the sneaker game lint free for this week.
Yo, Q. What? Okay, cool. Run it back, bro. What have you actually bought out every single week?
Bro, everything that I bring is appropriate. Okay, from the mallet, when we had to stamp out the foolishness in the sneaker game, from the grill brush, when we had to scrub the surface of the sneaker game to get all the grime, the dirt and the grime, and polish up the sneaker game once again like it deserved to be. Okay. Sometimes you have to get a little violent, you know. The knife, when we had to cut out the fat around the sneaker game. Today it's not so bad today.
Yo, you forgot one thing. You got one thing. The mincer. Did you not bring a mincer on to pound out the flesh?
Yeah. We had to pound it out after we cut the fat off of around it. We had to tenderize the sneaker game once again for those that truly appreciate
the tenderize of the sneaker game. Jesus be that.
No, because you brought up the steak reference, right?
Yeah, of course.
You want the steak to be tender, so we need the sneaker game to be tender once again.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Sometimes the sneaker game gets dropped on the floor, or you brush up. The sneaker game will brush up against something that it don't need to be in contact with. So
5-second rule.
We got to remove that lint off the sneaker game.
All right, okay, cool. As we got a guest on, we always let the guests come and bring their court cases. So, bro.
Hilarious.
Guilty. What's your first court case, bro? Rock with it.
The sneaker app in general. This app has been complete and utter fucking garbage. Excuse the language, but God knows this entire application. I can remember the last time I actually got a W off of it, and it was actually 2 weeks ago, and before that, but it was almost a year and a half. I don't know if it's botters. I don't know if it's if they're looking at IP addresses, if they're looking at sellers, or whatever the case is. I need them to fix it. It doesn't feel fair, and it doesn't feel good.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Period.
So tell us. Go on, bro.
No, I mean I can agree with Polar. I feel like sneakers is picky.
Yeah,
I do feel like they watch IPs. I do feel like certain accounts get preferential treatment based on how much money they spend with the company.
Yeah,
which I also think is some bullshit. Because if I buy a lot of sneakers, let me buy sneakers.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers on there buying socks and golf balls and tennis rackets and shit that they're gonna use, shit that they're not interested in, and they'll resell it, they'll flip it just to build equity in their account. It's almost like escrow with sneakers. They want you to build up an escrow before they'll let you make a purchase, and it's bullshit.
That's very predominant in the Adidas confirmed that you have loyalty status basically dependent on how much you bought, so that you got tiers to that level, so you get easier cops on releases. So I think Nike secretly do that as well with their releases. So what has that consequently driven you towards?
Reselling. I mean, resellers, better said. That's the only natural thing. It's very much one of those circumstances where it's just like, all right, if I want the shoe, how bad am I really going? How hard am I going to work for it? The most recent shoe that I actually bought for resale was the Jackie Robinson Dunks. Incredible shoe. I mean, gorgeous shoe. Would I would have preferred to have it for retail? Of course. Did I buy it for resale? Unfortunately. Was it too badly priced? I don't think so. But it's one of those things where I would prefer to I would just like to see Gotham.
Yep.
Sometimes just seeing those seeing those 5 letters just makes you it's a little bit of it's like a little light inside of you that just sparks up. Yeah.
Yep. So basically on that, bro, like, do you think, like, in terms of the facts behind it, apparently there is a shoe addiction is a thing. The prefrontal cortex of the brain gets triggered when you see a shoe like you like, and this part of the brain is called the collector spot. So that is something that Nike. That's something that Nike play towards as well. So that's basically they've got them signed triggers your collector's spot, and you basically your endorphins kick in when you see that, and we all guilty of it. Apparently, we all guilty of it because we all want to see it. We all want to live that moment of getting that sneaker. Like, we all do, because we're sneaker enthusiasts. We're hobbyists. We're not like we're not going to sit here and complain, or we're going to sit here and complain when we don't get sneakers, because we really want sneakers we want. And I can understand that whole narrative is driven you the way it's driven you, because from the fact that you become what you become has now, and every time I've actually talked to you, it's always become, I don't need to wake up and have the aggro from sneakers up. I just know that I'll just secure my pairs way before. And I truly understand that if you're in that financial position to do that, I would do that. I wouldn't spend the pre-sale on it. I would just wait and get it later down the line, because I know I've got the luxury to do it. But that like we talked about last week is a massive psychological issue that Nike need to address. It's only going to be a matter of time before there's going to be loads of court cases on their doorstep, because basically people are disgruntled at the fact they can't pick up pairs. But I've noticed a little bit of a trend, and the fact that you did say you won a sneaker 2 weeks ago from the sneakers app, I have seen a trend that the direct to customer services working in full effect. I've won more than I've lost this year on it, I think. From March onwards.
But it's so good.
So I feel
needs a bowl of marinara to dip it into.
I feel it's changing with that marinara that you're eating, but like, you know, but I do feel the fact that they even the Nike stores out here in the UK don't get the same pairs as online, because I think the direct to customer is a big variant.
He's gonna eat you.
I like that. I'm sorry. Watching the background, she just gave me more food. I'm sorry. But no, I mean, I don't disagree with you, CJ, at all, because forget the fact of disgruntled cases. I feel like there's going to be, I feel that there's a level higher, or I think that the fact of seeing that long text or that long notification saying, sorry, your submission wasn't selected for ... shoe actually hits harder in a negative way than seeing Gotham does in a positive way.
Yeah. It does.
So there's a level of avoidance, just so you don't have to even go the route of seeing that, because it hurts more than to see you actually win. Then it feels good to win. Yes, sweetie.
Why does he have hair like he's in the 1800s Parliament?
Because I'm wearing sneaker court right now. Yeah.
Tell her she's guilty. Tell her she's guilty.
They said you're guilty.
What?
You haven't figured it out yet, but we're gonna work on it.
Of feeding you?
Yeah, I like that.
Loving you?
Love you.
Yeah.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
No, too easy.
If you listen to this, you should go and watch the Shudo podcast. It's quite a good watch. But yeah. But
no. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
So I think also people I know for a fact that I've seen people that did not hit on sneakers, got the shoe on an in-store raffle, and then go and post a Gotham because of the way that Gotham hits in the brain. You know, it's even in posting it, like you already got the shoe, you got it in hand. Mm-hmm. It'll be a multiple post where there's the Gotham with the shoe, and then scroll over to an actual picture of the shoe in the hand. Like, why did you go steal somebody's Gotham to post that when you got the shoe in hand? You didn't get it from Nike. Even if you did get it from Nike, because I've lined up at the Nike store and went and got shoes multiple times, but I'm not going to go steal a Gotham. If I'm going to post a shoe, I'm going to post the shoe. Here it is right here in here. I don't need the Gotham to validate winning on sneakers. Why is winning on sneakers more of a validation for some people, you think, than actually having the shoe in hand, a real live pickup?
You just made a really, really good point. And I want to touch on this, and I'm pretty sure people are going to say, no, you're retarded. Like, that's dumb. For what I think it's for a split second in time, it's the equivalent of, let's say you won the lottery, right? We just saw somebody in Indiana win the lottery, $1 billion and some change. At that current time, at that exact moment, for maybe, let's say, 5 to 10 seconds, the ticket is actually worth more than the money. It's not necessarily the treasure, it's the key.
The euphoria.
So the shoe is great. The shoe is incredible. Don't get it twisted. But it's the fact that God, I'm being able to say I did, and then still having it. Yeah, that's great. But I think it's just that brief flash of I got this ticket. Like, this is the winning ticket. This is my winning ticket. This means more for a split second more than knowing you just won $1 billion.
Stop posting W's for that very reason. I don't. Even if I do get them on sneakers, I'm not posting that W. I hit for the desert elephant threes. I hit on Thursday for a Saturday pickup. I'm not going to post my confirmation. I see people do that all the time, to try to recreate the feeling that you get from a Gotham. You know, people go in the email and scrub, the numbers and all that stuff.
I'm going to say
I'd rather just show the shoe.
I'm going to say
personally.
I'm going to say one thing, like from my perspective, drugs are a hell of a thing. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, and the addiction of sneakers is almost like a drug. And to be honest, like, I'm not comparing it to illegal drugs, because basically the illegal drugs are not great in the first instance. But I'm going to just say the way, sneakers aren't me. But I'm going to say what we just described here. It feels like that euphoria that you always want to hit constantly, and you're addicted to it. And if you fall into that addiction, then you really need to kind of look at the perspective of, I might have a problem here, because if you don't hit, and it, like I said last week, if you don't hit and it hits you emotionally a different wave, then you really do have a problem here. But it's not enhanced by the fact that the sneakers app has enhanced this mentality where they actually turned their first come first serves to raffles for the basis, from what I remember, from the basis that people weren't hitting, they were about to sue them, because basically they're saying, well, you made your sneaker for sale, I tried to get it, I couldn't get it, and they made them into raffles for that purpose, because they said it's a raffle, you might not get it, you might get it. And the fact that that first come first serve was there, and people have complained that this is online now. I tried to purchase it and I couldn't. Now I'm going to sue your ass because I couldn't get the sneaker. And that was a big.
I think that's a sore loser mentality. Yeah, I think that's a sore loser though.
But you can't sue the company because they ran out of it.
But it is. But people were threatening to do that. And this is why they started turning everything in COVID into a raffle.
Hey man,
So on that basis, while Polar clears his mouth with all that lovely food he's eating and he's not even offered us.
Stop judging me.
On that note, I'm gonna say, definitely gonna say. Guilty. Sneakers App is guilty for basically in court of public opinion. That is not in realistic terms, because this is court of public opinion. What people think about you is probably more important nowadays than any law-abiding citizen. But yeah, on that note,
yes,
court of public opinion. Court of public opinion finds the sneakers at Nike guilty of a very shady application that allows botters to jump on. But okay, cool. What's the sentencing, bro? What would you like to see changed? What would you sentence Nike to?
Honestly speaking, I would sentence them to actually releasing all the goddamn stock that they had. Stop doing shock drops later on. Stop doing reserved in the first place. Stop doing these, surprise drop. We had a spare 500,000 pairs already, just kind of stashed off to the side. No, put everything on Front Street. I don't want to have to be glued to my phone every 13 seconds just to see somebody say, oh, they did a shock drop or a surprise release on the reverse low mochas. No. And I don't want that shoe, but I'm just saying in general, I don't want to have to be glued to a situation where I have to receive Twitter alerts, Instagram alerts, Facebook posts, smoke signals, a telegraph, seance for my dead mother. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to do that. If the release date is July 31st for this specific shoe, release everything you had. Hit it hard, let it all go. Just drop it.
You know what would have been dope, right? If they, this is for this concept now. If they did the pigeon drops, any pigeon drops that they do with the collaborations, they actually got the homing pigeons in to go to different locations, and then basically you have to go to that location to get the ticket of the homing pigeon. Ooh, imagine that,
bro. Yeah,
it'd be a lot more dead birds around here. I will say that.
Definitely, bro.
I'll take that.
Definitely, bro.
I'm gonna take that from you and cool. Just go on.
Second and last court case of Sneaker Court of Public Opinion. We're taking. Okay, there's another one you want. Okay, cool.
No. Please, no. Please. No, you got this one.
I'm gonna take all the brands to court for basically moving in hype mode, because basically I'm fed up of it. I'm fed up of the fact that you like we just discussed. You release drops in drips like water taps. We don't want this water torture. We want all the stocks out. We want everything up, simple, plain, and personal. We don't want resellers telling us stock level prices and you to say, okay, cool, we're gonna abide by that, but we're gonna give you all the stock 10 months down the line. We want everything out there in the open. You got to realize that these new hype beasts won't be around after this trend is gone, and we'll still be here picking up the pairs, but we want the pairs to be shown. We make more pairs. Really, why? What's the difference in making an extra 100,000 pairs for the people that really want the sneakers? We will buy your product
for retail. By the way.
We'll buy your product just because you want to elaborate the market for people for resale, just because you want to elaborate the market for these hype beasts to pick them up, just because you want to make it more exclusive for the people. And you know what? You don't even sell number of pairs. You sell more Air Force Ones. You sell more general sneakers to the general public than you do of these limited exclusive OG sneakers. Why not make more pairs for the people that really want it? I do not understand that philosophy. Why? Like the hype is dying. You tried it on the SBs. You tried it on the Air Max ones. You tried it on the Air Trainer. The sneakers are sitting at this moment in time, right? The collaborations are sitting on this moment in time. You oversaturate the market because everybody wanted collaborations, and now it's dying. Now it's dying. Right now, all the people that are left in the game or will be left in the game in the next couple of years, it's just going to be us stop picking up those sneakers. Why did you do it to yourselves? Why did you just put that gun to your mouth and shoot it? I do not understand why you did that.
They ended up at the poker table and they didn't have enough chips to pay it off.
They basically went all in with a dud hand. Why? I'm not even talking about Nike. I'm not even talking about Adidas. I'm talking about everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody. You're moving. I appreciate the fact that you want to bring new audiences, and I appreciate the fact that you want to bring new sneakerheads into the industry, and I respect the fact that you want to basically put new people into the circle of light of the community that you call it is, because it's not a community, it's a hobbyist event. So basically, the hobbyists are always going to be out here when the community is dead and gone. So at the end of the day, guys, do it for the culture, do it for the history, do it for the people that are always going to be here for you guys.
Yeah, because we gonna be here. We're gonna be here when all the rest of these hanger owners and people that just jumped at these opportunists, when they leave,
bandwagon fans,
they are leaving. But see at this point, situations like sneakers and situations like Confirm and situations like low stock levels and shock drops and restocks and draws on GR sneakers that should be first come, first serve on the app or on the website, they've driven a lot of real sneakerheads out of the game. Yeah. Because of the frustration levels, because of the aggro, because of waking up on Saturday, not Saturday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. I mean, release day actually got a negative nickname attached to it, and Saturday became Saturday because most sneakerheads know there's going to be a sad moment first thing in the morning that's going to lead you down the path of doing shit that you wouldn't normally do throughout the day. You could have had a whole day planned, and because you took that L, now you about to go around hunting for this sneaker.
Bro, I'm gonna say your James Young, Scott, Billy, Andre is not gonna remember the sneaker that their dad got 20 years ago. That in 10 years' time, they're not gonna remember the sneaker that their dad got because their dad wears it. They're not gonna remember the sneaker that they. Yo, when's the last time any of these youngsters? I'm talking youngsters, basically went out and went to the shop and picked up a pair and hunted for sneakers, bro.
When was the last time we were able to go to the shop and pick up a pair?
I can. I do it all the time.
I hit up Champs yesterday. Nothing.
I'm gonna say. Well, you could. America's a bit different, but what I'm gonna say is the fact that a lot of youngsters. I'm like I said, I'm on TikTok. I go to the shop. I post. A lot of youngsters come at me and say, "Wow, I did not know they were sitting there." They're all sold out online. When's the last time you went out?
There's a world outside that door you sit behind. There's a world outside of your screen.
It's frustrating to see. It's frustrating to see. And you know what? I'm not digging every youngster. Shout out to your cousin, bro. Shout out to your nephew, bro, Kevin. Great up and coming sneakerhead. 19 years old, and he talks like he acts. He's got his head on his shoulders like us. Right? Yeah. No, he choose OG over everything, bro. Like there's exceptions. There's still people discovering themselves. Great. Keep discovering, keep learning, keep developing, keep becoming the best sneakerhead you can be. But like there are people out there. I'm talking about the opportunists. I'm talking about the fact that the companies are moving to the opportunists because they know that's an easy sale. The fact that some of these sneakers are sitting, but they'll act like they're sold out on their sneakers app or their Confirmed app or their websites, basically because they know the next release will get sucked up easily. Like I'm not foolish, bro. I know how the industry works. I know how business works. I've seen it. I've talked about it. I've done it. Like I literally, you know what the situation is. You know why they do this. But bro, you're losing your core fan base. You're starting to lose your core fan base.
They don't care. Because honestly speaking, if they cared, they would have stopped viewing us as $1 a long time ago. Because if that was the case, the prices wouldn't be getting raised the way they are. If that was the case, we wouldn't see a steady increase and decrease, a steady increase on price, but a decrease on stock in itself.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be what it is. But
and on that note, guilty. Just make more bloody pairs. Make more bloody pairs and just release them all at the same time. Make it more accessible.
We lost Polo.
Okay, we lost Polo. On that note, we were just doing a wrap up anyway. Yeah, thank you. Polo does come on by the end of this, but it'll be good to kind of just say bye to him. Anyways, he's back.
Bye, apologies, fellas.
Your missus pulled a plug on you.
She's like, it's time to go. I was like, all right, I got you.
Cool. All right, cool. And just yeah, on that note, like I know you was gonna raise one more situation on
no, it's specifically no, you hit the nail directly on the head. You hit that nail directly on the head. And that's what it honestly came down to. Like, actually stick to what you know, because you're killing off the people who made you here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You like a lot of people talk about history with us. A lot of people talk about why is it so important that we always look at history, especially youngsters, especially the new sneakerheads. Oh, you always want to look at old sneakers. You always want to talk about the history. You're being sneaker snobs and stuff like that. No. We're not being sneaker snobs. We're not. Without the history, you won't know what came before. If you didn't know what came before, you don't know what the mistakes were. If you didn't know what the mistakes were, you don't know you're about to make them again because you didn't rectify the mistakes. So education and learning from your mistakes is a very good prominent thing. And if a 20-year-old me and a 40-year-old me is totally different. If I could go back 20 years and I could sit there and I could say, yo, you know what? I'm going to pay more attention to what my elders say, because at the end of the day, I can learn from them. I won't have made the same mistakes I did. And that's as simple as that. So from that perspective, when somebody talks to you about a sneaker and you're interested in sneakers and you really genuinely are interested in sneakers, take that in, because sometimes you need to learn where everything originated from before you can actually move forwards, and then learn from the mistakes and educate yourself so how to do things. Like I made three simple rules today. One of them was for reselling. Know your supplier. Know your legit. Know your product, and know how to pay for it and how to secure yourself in payment. Like if any new sneakerhead learns those three rules, you're never gonna get a UA. You're never gonna get a UA, because basically there's 1%, like a 1% chance, but 99% of the time you know your shit, and or you can guarantee you can get your money back. Like, this is what I talk about lessons, because people have been there and done it will tell you how to do it.
99 problems getting sneakers ain't one.
Exactly. On that note, bro, like, it was a good show. I enjoyed it really. I enjoyed it quite well. And bro, like, I'm the fact that we learned something new about you today, bro, and the fact that you got really emotional just shows how much you actually love the sneaker game. They're definitely.
It's love, man. Like, and that's why I say, like, I know somebody look at this collection and be like, oh, he's a hype beast. I'm like, don't even worry about it. You can't get everybody's approval. And that's more than fine.
Bro, all you need to do. Exactly. All you need is an approval from yourself. If you're happy with life and you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, bro. At the end of the day, everybody else's approval is just a what do you call it? A gust in the wind.
Yeah, because I know one thing.
Honestly,
I know. I don't care what Polo say. I love this sneaker. So as long as I love this sneaker, it really don't matter what Polo got to say about it.
then that's all that matters. That is all that I can honestly ask for. That matters. I wrap it up, guys. I gotta run. I gotta go get dressed. We go head out. It's a blessing. It's been a blessing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna send you my address. I expect that sandwich in 7 to 10 working days. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got you.
Later, fellas.
See you later, bro.
Later, guys. Y'all crazy, man.
Thank you, bro. On that note, bro, God, call the show, bro, because it was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah, great show, man. Shout out to Polar once again for coming on. We all got sick at the same time. I didn't really want to mention it, but it stays on my mind that me, you, and Polar all had COVID at the same time, so we end up missing that show.
It was a cascade because Polar got ill first, then you did, then I did. It was like a domino effect, and all of a sudden, bad.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to have Polar on for 4 weeks ago, or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Because the show probably wouldn't have been the same, but this was a very enjoyable conversation for me with Polar.
So and what today's taught me a lot about is don't assume stuff or don't assume what people have gone through or what people are going through. If you really want to know people, reach out and have a conversation, because like at the end of the day, it's easy to throw out names. It's easy to throw out just basically stereotype people. Just get to know people before you actually talk about people, because sometimes you don't know what people have been through in life. So it's important that you kind of have a conversation and reach out, especially if somebody's struggling. And I'm not so Polar struggling, but especially if somebody is struggling, just reach out and have that conversation. It's important.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, on that note, bro.
For me, for TJ, we appreciate everybody watching once again. Stay tuned. Another episode coming. We got lives coming. Lives on IG, all that. Make sure y'all follow TJ on IG. Follow me on IG.
Yep.
Subscribe to both our channels. And until the next time, hope y'all have a great day, great week, a great month, a great year. And hopefully everybody can cop all the trash can bags that they want. Because if you really like that trash can bag, I guess you can get it.
Dustbin man vibes. And on that note, peace out, guys.